All right, do we want to have a recap from session 63?
Much fighting.
Yep.
It was basically fighting continues.
And they're running into traps.
There was more to it than that, but
And then going through a door, collecting heads, sending 2 people upstairs. Yep. There was some spells cast. There was some things summoned. There was a big monster.
The tentacle beast of Andrashell.
Yeah, or at least his twin. One of the tentacle beasts.
And Craig missed it, didn't he? Was he there?
Yeah.
No,
Missed it.
he missed it.
he missed it. Yep.
He's done what Craig does best. He returns and he's missed the next 2 sessions.
Isn't it normally the next 10 sessions?
Well, we'll get there. I mean, he had internet issues last week, and this is the off week, so he wasn't expecting to be here this week. So I think he has other things planned on the alternate weeks. But that's that's fair. And internet being what it is, especially in Newcastle. Yeah. Anyway, yes. But then there was the big. The big thing happened at the end of the session.
Yeah.
The major blessing.
And the intent of the 8 was definitely garnered.
And the major blessing allowed me to make sure that we could Krubis made his saves, which allowed you to survive.
Which I was very grateful. I mean, I would have tried, but yes.
Yep. And then we got hit by a giant wave of silence, which, as we found out later, saved us from certain doom. And that was pretty much where we left it, wasn't it?
Pretty much.
So we just scared off, or at least he'd gone, the target.
He went, I've got to step back so I can cast the spell again.
Yeah. Not great.
So he went through this door. He opened the door and walked through it, but he didn't close it. It closed otherwise. So, and then there was also a shaman who went down this way through this tunnel previously. There is this one here who is currently held.
Yep.
This fly is asleep.
Sleeping bug.
But it's going to wake up in a second because it did suffer a rather large fall, and blunt trauma will wake up something that's asleep. So it is moving. And this one here is awake and fighting Keridwen. And that is basically where we left it.
Which is all much more detailed than my recap, but I think a Get Smart GIF is a valid recap for the last session too.
Sure. You know, I don't know why I keep losing my index cards, but I keep losing my index cards.
I think your poltergeist keeps moving them.
My 9-year-old poltergeist.
Yeah.
I think you might be right. You might be onto something there. Let me start anew. He has a fascination with drawing on. Oh, I just found Fiard's index card, but I'll just use that since I'm moving all the NPCs and characters across into Roll20 anyway. I'll start a new index card. That means I can't remember whose turn we're up to. We'll just start from the beginning. However, since Lenza is not here this week, rest in peace, Oz. He's apparently
okay.
Yeah, he's doing something with friends, but he's doing it.
Drinking.
No, he's doing it, in a safe manner by doing it.
He's using protection.
He's doing it virtually. Catching up with friends again because it was the off week. He had it planned, and he planned it for a month or so. All right, so who wants to run Lenza? So I believe that Aaron is still running Keridwen, so someone else should run Lenza. I think it should be Henry, because then Henry can whinge and complain at the same time.
Yep.
It could be efficient.
It could be, but putting Al's luck in charge.
All right. Well, so no, I don't care. I just wanted to make that choice.
Oh yeah.
Who wants to run Lenza?
Sure, I will.
I vote Henry.
Why not?
Yep. Good.
Okay. Let me go find Lenza. Lenza Orovia. Edit. Add to Sean. Add to Sean. Right, you should now have control of the character sheet and subsequently the token. Let me quickly just put down Shiro first because he's left, then Jaquan, then Hypatia, then Sean, then Vash, then Jenga, then Lenza, and finally Caradwen. Then bad guys. Alright. So from memory as well,
Who's looking after the archers?
Lenza was.
So you will be.
Well, we
There's
can
only
break them
one
up.
left.
Well, I was going to say, Lucas doesn't have any NPCs anymore, so I can give him the archer
Yep, that's cool.
Yeah.
works because Henry still has crossbowmen.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just quickly find the archer, go into edit that character sheet, and give access to Lucas. So you should now have access to that. The
Yes, indeed.
archers.
Thank you.
Excellent. All right, so from memory, the Major Blessing was played in the final round, and the gods noticed in the final round. It all came staggeringly to the fore in that last couple of seconds. So therefore, although I believe that Sean has already used the blessing twice. Oops, I can't do it from that computer, can I? I have to do it from this computer. Has already used the blessing twice, which is why his hit points are so low. It's quite ironic actually, since Susanna is the deity most attributed to silence, that you got silence.
Mm.
So
It is a nice blessing.
just to remind everyone of the cacophonic lull. Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Shiro, you are up. The battle is
All right.
mostly won in the immediate vicinity that you can see. At least nothing else is majorly in the way. Again, this is not a dais. It's slightly raised, but only by a couple inches. It seems to be brass or burnished bronze. It is engraved with a number of runes. It seems to glow a very faint luminescence from within, and there seems to be a warmth emanating from it.
All right. Shira's going to move to here, and then he is going to dual attack this guy. So with the first macro that Shemaine made me, let's see how this goes. Except there's +1 to each of these. So 7 and 5 to hit for 6 and 5 damage.
Have I told you how much I love your partner appropriately recently?
It is an awesome gift.
Right. I believe it's dead. And as it
And
dies,
then my minions can move up.
as it dies, it dissolves into nothing, fades almost. Those with an arcane bent, or at least some kind of magical or mystical knowledge, will know that summon creature just disperses into nothing. After sure, it will be Jaquan.
We'll step through to here and put the hurt on Mr. About to Wake Up, or whatever they identify as. -2.
You get +4 because it's like.
Good point. Is that right?
It is
Sure.
helpless. It is not yet awake. It's going to wake up soon, so it's not stunned. It's effectively helpless. You can hit it automatically.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to roll for the damage then,
Sure.
which will still be at -2.
9
Yeah.
damage. Is that with the -2 applied?
Yeah, it was. And that should show up as it does in
Yep.
the thing. And then we'll do that again.
You don't need to. The first one
Already dead.
killed it.
Ah.
Stop it!
Oh.
Stop it! It's already dead.
I look around for a gazebo.
Of course, when they're saying stop it, it's already dead. No one can hear it. Hypatia. Unless you want to move Harry the Hardy Halberdier.
Look, I'm tempted for Harry to retreat out and live and then to come back as Harry.
Sure.
Harry is, trying to move out.
Oakley Dogley. It'll be Hypatia then.
Alright then, I am reloading. Turn.
Then it'll be Sean.
Sean will move to here.
Remember, it's difficult terrain. Not that it really matters at the moment, but
Oh,
because it's a big, kind of squidgy, blobby mess.
oh, okay. Sorry.
With acidic blood.
And I can't see over it, can I?
You can,
I
but
can't attack over it easily.
what do you want to attack?
I was wondering about this guy. Is that? Oh, what's that? Or is that our guy? That's our. Oh, that's our heavy
The
spearman.
human
Right.
heavy spearman.
Sure.
Okay, well,
if you want, absolutely, you can, take up Brian's mantle.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah,
where does
I
Channel
was gonna
Brian?
Remember,
Yeah, I was gonna
that's wall there.
okay.
You're controlling Lenza, not Craig. Come on.
Oh, I'll just move to there.
That guy is held, so he's not going anywhere for some time.
Yeah, I know. Anyway,
You have
that's
the
about as
crossbowman.
far as I can move.
You have the
Crossbowman.
crossbowman.
Can he actually hit him, or is he still shooting through the wall?
He can, if you do from snap to corner or no snapping, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Snap to corner is, so that means that you're going to be shooting over or past Zhang, over the body of the tentacle beast, through Kerazon, through Jaquan, around the corner at a goblin who is prone. So you can have -6.
Just like
He might just move up and see if he can get a better shot from there.
Yeah, goblins are pretty small at the best of times. This guy's kind of fell face first. Right, so it'll be Vash next. Vash with her mighty 2 hit points, which is 1 more than you need.
Yes, one of us. I will just kind of lean against a different wall. I like this wall now. And I will just watch as the party goes in.
Are you doing anything with your NPC? Or is he left?
Yes, he will move up as well. Is he able to lean against this wall?
Sure.
There you go.
So you can see the dynamic lighting doesn't go to right to the edge of the walls. That's because you've got parts of the squares that are available, and you can kind of make yourself available in those sections with a little bit of jiggery pokery. It also means you can see what's a wall and what's a hole. Zhang, you're up.
Alright, so I'm going to go 1.
You're a veritable tank with your 10 hit points.
I know. It's incredible.
You're like worth 5 Varshes.
Worth is a harsh term. Equivalent, maybe.
When it comes to meatbag dealings.
Yeah.
I can go here and I should be able to reach. So I'm going to strike him with my Guandao.
Okay, you have +4 to hit because he is... actually, you hit him automatically because he is helpless.
Ah, sweet. So I just
Just roll your
bump,
damage.
bump.
You can roll the attack, or you can just roll the macro, and we'll just deal with the damage.
Oh,
He hit.
10. Oh my god.
Does that
He-
include +2 for
You-
his unarmedness?
You would have hit regardless, so that's a total of 12 damage. Well, he no longer has a head that's attached to his body.
Wonderful.
Perfect. Easier for picking up.
Efficient.
Nice.
And then I should bring up my archer.
Mhm.
They can move 20.
He can move more. He can move 30. He can move 20 if he wants to attack that round as well.
Ah, true. I get a feeling someone's going to poke out over here, so I'll leave him there.
Sure. Let's do some bad guys. Bad guys. He's going to move up to there. Because that's what bad guys do. Alright.
Carol didn't go.
No.
That's okay.
Make her go. And neither
Neither did-
did Lenza.
Lenza moves up with the rest of the group.
She tried to murder the already murdered goblin.
Yep.
That would have been her plan. Yep.
And that's why I skipped them, because straight away I realised, you've murdered everything. Ooh, I'm getting some rubber banding happening on my Surface Pro.
Ew.
I'm assuming everyone's looking down to the bottom right.
I would if I'd line of sight. All I can see is that guy, which I'm assuming is a spearman.
Yeah, Hypatia's back behind the corner. But yes, we're watching the open doorway.
I'm looking up towards.
Okay,
Well, I'm looking around where I'm standing,
I've moved
and-
my guys.
trying to get everyone's attention and point towards the exit and shrug my shoulders.
It will now be, excuse me, Jaquan's turn.
Jaquan moves back to there. And Harry keeps moving.
Oogly doogly. After Jaquan, it will be Hypatia.
Cool. So I've seen basically our leader would move and whatchamacallit move back. I'm gonna keep reloading.
Okay, it will be Sean.
Sean is going to move back and give people space. His
Mhm.
archer's going to move back with him. I'm taking a signal that we seem to be retreating, going from Kruber's movement there.
Cool. It will be Vash next.
I will stay there for now, but I'll have my crossbowman move on top of the tentacle monster and see what's going on.
Okay,
Just one spot.
sure. After Vash, it will be Zheng.
Well, I noticed that everyone's leaving, so I go to join them. And I end up here.
Oogly doogly.
And I'm just gonna bring my archer back one step.
Okay. And then it will be Lenza.
That's me, isn't it?
Yes.
Lenza will move back up this tunnel. Oops. Yep.
Cool. After Lenza, it will be Keridwin.
Keldrin's
Charge!
his head and leave.
Keridwin's going to go down here. That's
She's gonna take this head and leave.
All right.
That's
By the way, Zheng, the bronze seal on the floor looks really interesting to someone of your disposition and learning.
Oh my.
Ooh,
I mean, you
got
know,
writing on
it's got writing. It's weird. It's it's something you wouldn't necessarily see in a place like this. So there must be something to it. I'm just letting you know because in all the excitement and the silence and the craziness, you may have just forgotten that you're a scholar, not a murder hobo. You're
I'm
Well,
also slightly worried
there's
about
plenty of
being
time to fix
electrified.
you're a murder scholar.
I
yes.
was going to say,
A
that was
murderer?
3 sessions ago.
But on top of being like a scholarly thing, it's also covered in goblin heads. Double whammy.
Well, the goblin head's been removed by Caradwin. It's Shiro's turn.
All right. Shiro is yeah. Shiro's not fast enough to cut these heads off, so Shiro's just gonna leave. Cool. I only make it to there. Wow. Being slow is, slow. And then this guy's gonna go to here. Hey, I'm stuck.
Yes.
That's okay. He just got caught on a wall.
Okay. Right. Are you guys retreating, or just deciding to reposition?
I wanted to close the door
Well,
and
it's not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's kind of possible, I guess. Not at the moment with everyone's bodies around there. So
Yeah.
Hypatia, we'll just keep moving. Oh, actually, whilst you guys are doing that, Hypatia, you're up. I'm going to move some bad guys. Bad guys.
Okay. I'm gonna finish reloading.
This door down here opens once more. Or I don't even know if you guys can see that. Maybe not.
yeah,
I can.
Caradwin
I
can.
can.
Cool.
He looks a bit pumpkiny.
Does he?
It's coming and going. Waning, you might say.
Cool. Let's just. That's right. So, Hypatia, did you move?
No, reloading.
All right. And Sean will be after Hypatia.
Okay, so this is the 4th round after I use the blessing.
Yes,
Okay.
you get it for a total of 6 rounds.
Yep. Now I shall continue in the tradition of running away. And what have we got here? We got 2 skeletons. What
Yep.
were these guys? What weapons were they wielding?
Really big, kind of great sword-looking things that were a bit rusted, but they seem to be mounted not so much on a sword hilt, but more like a short polearm haft.
And the skeletons were archers, weren't they?
Nope, they had swords.
Ah.
Rusty swords.
But you'd made them drop them.
Mm.
And now they have no heads.
May or may not be a impediment.
So after Sean, it would be Vash.
Well, seeing as everyone's just rushing through the tunnels out of the door, I will also start running. Let me see how much I can move.
Not running.
This terrain here, because of the collapsed ceiling, is double to move through it.
So
So you got 2 squares basically. This one and this one would be doubles. So that would be 10, 30 to get to there.
and I shall also move my crossbow man but he'll take the other tunnel because it's a bit cramped in that one. So you can move 30.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's people there. Close enough.
Zheng.
Okay. I hear the whisper of a voice beckoning me to go read the seal, but to prolong my own life, I will. I shall ignore it and hope we can come back soon.
Oh, I wasn't telling you had to go over there. It's just like, that's something that's interesting for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You
Evil whispers.
You can't really research it if you're dead.
Yeah.
Probably. Well, you get an
Unless-
eternity of researching it.
Yeah.
Until your soul moves on.
I'm just afraid the soul will stick around here for too long.
After Zheng, it'll be Lenza.
Move this dude here. There we go.
That's you again, Henry.
Oh yeah. Damn it. I'm not used to that. Lenza will push through to here.
We'll call it Dawn, Lenza and Sean's love child.
Oh.
Then Caradwin.
What about Senza?
Dang
Hey,
it.
that's even better.
So we're going with the first one then.
Lenza.
After Caradwin, it will be Shiro, and then Jaquan.
Sure is like, I've made a terrible mistake. Oh well. Well, this is not a great way to go.
Okay, so you remember as you're coming through there, there's a trap just here.
You going the trap way, are you?
No.
He's still got his fine traps on, so
Traps over here.
Yeah.
because I put a circle on there before, but then I removed the circle because it was only visible to Shiro.
Oh, but this guy.
I was wondering if anyone was actually going to run up that direction.
I would hope not.
I go back the way I came.
All right, Jaquan.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, he's going to go here.
And do you want to take over, Harry?
Because you can no longer see him.
No, I can see him.
Oh,
but-
okay. Yeah, I'll just chuck him on the player.
I see up near the exit or something.
Mhm.
Mm.
Okay.
Just so you know, this like heavy spearman's trying to close the door.
He can't really hear.
That's why I stopped there. Yeah, I know.
All right, these guys will move. Are you closing the door this round? You can all move, it's fine. I can take you out. And if you're closing the door, is anyone closing the other door?
I'm on the other side, so I'd prefer.
He's not closing it at the. I mean, he's like holding the door. You know how you can hold a door and it's obvious what you're going to do with the door?
Slam it in Kruber's face? Yes.
Pretty sure Kruber's like twice his size.
The reason I'm asking is because I will just put dynamic lighting lines back in place. So if you guys are closing those doors, I will do so. You can get
This one is not being closed yet until I'm through, I believe.
As I said, you can all move. I did say
Okay.
that. And
Right, then, yep.
are they both doors being closed?
Yes, I'll close this one. As I'm there.
So before we drop out of combat, are we dropping out of combat yet?
Then we can move. Don't
Pretty
get ahead
much.
of yourself.
Is there any spears on the floor around me?
There's like glaive things. Because these guys have like pole arms of some kind.
Yeah, they're not really spears. Hang on a second. Yeah, that's a bit easier to see that door. And still block the line of sight. Now just move that light as well. Cool. Okay. Yes. So yeah, there's the big spears. Not spears, big swordy things. They're pretty chunky, pretty heavy, but you can pick one up. You're a strapping lad. Well.
No, I think I'll just pick up one of the swords from the skeleton.
All right.
And play a blessing.
Just chuck it here then.
Oh, I chucked it there. At any rate.
Okay, that's fine. Let me.
Minor blessing.
All right, let me. Because you're looking.
Mm-hmm.
When searching the body of a fallen enemy, you can roll a d6 on a roll of 5 plus one of their carried weapons is magical and +1. But if you roll a 1, you stab yourself on a poison needle, make a saving throw versus poison or suffer 3d6 damage. This could kill you.
Yeah. What are you
It
doing?
could.
Oh my god.
Roll
Okay,
a d6.
I guess if you roll a 1, you can re-roll it and have an extra chance. This is amazing.
Exactly.
Oh, it's a magical weapon. That's awesome.
Sure.
Because I had one turn left of my magical ability to re-roll any dice.
It's actually pretty awesome. Okay.
I know.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Sure. Indeed. You have found yourself.
And then the cone of blindness hits us.
What do you mean the cone of blindness hits us?
Well, I played a blessing. Or do minor blessings not count?
No.
Oh, well.
In that case.
In that case, what other blessings do I have that I can play?
He thought he didn't like it, then he tried it, now he's super into it.
Even though the minor blessings are still calling upon some form of divine favor or providence, etc., it's just like, yeah. Ooh. It's not like calling out to the gods themselves.
Not like the other one I did.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Cool. You have yourself a +1 arming sword.
There you go. Not that I can use it, but you know,
Good weapon.
if there was a bow or a spear around, I might have tried something different. But
Yeah, you pick it up, you do the old Conan trick with the Atlantean out of Conan the Barbarian and ting off all the rust. Oh, it's actually a magical sword underneath.
Yep.
You guys can now, are you guys retreating, holding up? Are you doing what? At the moment, I've dropped you out of combat, but only temporarily. If you hang around here longer, maybe combat will rejoin.
We're just
I'm
gonna
fine.
pick up our heads, pick up
Yeah.
my ammo. Can you remove this from here and leaving?
Remove what?
This light source.
Okay. Yep.
'Cause I'll be picking it up on the way out. But I'm
Yep.
just saying we're leaving. We don't need to move out. He can just put us on a different map.
I can.
Unless, it matters.
No, it's fine. Let me chuck you on a different map.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
it is nighttime by the time you come back up.
Ooh.
Only because I have it on nighttime settings and haven't changed it back. I was doing some stuff on the map, so let me just put it back on daylight. You weren't down here that long.
Oh, were we?
You were down
It's
here.
daylight again.
You
It's
were
another
down here.
day.
You were down here a considerable amount of time, but it's not daylight. Not nighttime. It's probably about early afternoon. There. The NPCs, though, aren't updating their tokens, so I will need to update those tokens appropriately.
Shira's gonna walk away from the group, I guess. See if he can escape the silence.
Do you say anything, so to
And
speak? Or are
eventually,
you just walking off?
he's just walking away from the cacophony, and then the Susurrus, and then just shouting back to you guys. Let's just go back to the actual camp this time.
When he starts walking away, Kruber looks at him, makes a what gesture with his hands, shrugs, grabs one of the goblin heads, turns around and kicks it off into the distance.
Because you want to break your foot.
I have no idea why you're leaving. And you're leaving your heads here, so you clearly don't care about them.
I said we collected them.
I know, and now you're leaving.
When Shura gets 80 feet away, 80, and we can hear him yelling.
Can we hear him yelling?
Yes. Silence. It deafens the noise. Well, unless it's not like a silence spell. But if it's like a silence spell, then it only stops the noise inside the area from being created. It doesn't actually stop any other noise. If it works the same way as silence.
Again to Grail, can we hear him?
Hang on a second, I'm doing jiggery pokery.
Keep your money in a
2,
piggery
3, 4,
locally.
5, 6.
Who are those imposters?
Sus.
Clones.
They're gone.
Where'd they go?
Like that.
Or are we gone?
It wasn't the imposters that disappeared.
What's that? What's he doing all the way up there? Anyway, that's fine. Does it act like silence? Yes. Yes, it does.
Good. Then you can hear me.
Mhm.
Hey.
Yeah.
The top up here is pretty much how you left it previously. Bodies everywhere, sands, a lot of heads. Pretty brutal. The fire, blue ringed, is still flickering. It seems to be a little bit more dull than it was previously, but it's still going. Are you?
Well, Shura's not 80 feet away yet.
We would have been here. Whatever. Fine. I'll
Yeah,
move
you guys.
myself
You
80
guys
feet
came.
away.
It was up here. You guys came out. That's just where your tokens were on this map.
Anyway, I agree. I'm going with Shura back to camp.
Yep.
Okay,
I'm chasing him down with my silence.
sure.
I'm taking the heads just so that we're not confused that I am
Okay.
carrying off the head.
You get all the heads, chuck them in the wagon. See if there's any
Yep.
space left on the wagon.
The
I'll
wagon is
follow.
quite full. Thadir and Jaw are pretty shocked by the amount of heads that are coming out.
Now. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Don't worry. We just got a head generator downstairs.
That reminds me, I need to put on this map.
We had to leave a lot of them behind. Very sad.
Yeah, Vash is swearing in Orcish rants at all the ears that she could have picked up. But she's
Well,
too hurt.
all the heads are there. You can just cut them off the heads.
Zhang,
Yes.
you're a scholar. Do you speak Orcish by any chance? Because I think she's reciting love poetry.
Ah, no, Orcish wasn't. I didn't study that course.
Ah. But your monastery taught Orcish. Interesting.
Yes, but I went with Northern Manish, Trade Tongue, High Elven, and Old Lore. So
Ah.
yes, unfortunately, no Orcish.
I imagine High Elven would have sucked. I mean, having to have your tongue so far up your own butt. Is that
Oh,
right, Lancer?
can't hear you
I don't
because
think Lancer speaks higher.
the sweet sounds of silence. It's the best thing about this thing is you don't have to listen to Kruber.
Kruber's
So how much damage do I do on a strike when he's unawares?
some. The good thing is with Kruber, he knows the universal language of fingers.
Oh yeah.
Probably also of exposed genitalia.
No, I don't want to intimidate him. Instead, get Sean's attention and show him how to count to 2.
What you going to say? You thought the Rancer was the reach weapon. Okay, that's fine. You're back in the camp. It's quite chaotic, given the fact that you have been gone for quite some time and have returned with many heads.
Do the mercenaries pay for the heads? They don't. We have to take them back to town, don't we?
The garrison.
Yes.
You need to find a garrison outpost.
Well, let's see.
The good thing is, Silvermont has a garrison outpost.
Yeah, if they would have let us in.
Well, I don't think anyone said anything bad about people. So, should be fine.
I mean, we are ostensibly working towards the same goal of clearing out Andrew Shell, where what our motivations are is our own.
If possible, before the silence wears out, Shiro's going to play with the frog taxidermy underneath it. Who knows, maybe with the eyes of the 8 upon him, something will shake loose.
Sure.
You're
Is it only
doing that.
6 rounds?
No, the silence goes forever. It's like 8 hours, isn't it?
It was
It
1d8
depends.
turns.
Yeah.
Ah,
It goes up to an hour 20.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't remember what I rolled, so there you go.
Look, I doubt it's going to make any difference, but I
One-
thought I'd have a crack at it
1
anyway.
hour. All right, that's fine. You can start having a play with it. Again, you don't seem to spot any obvious nook or cranny or lever, hidden or otherwise. You don't seem to find any latch, any hinge. It seems to be molded almost the crystal dome into the heavy hardwood base. You can't see any easy way of getting it out shy of smashing it.
I don't want to smash it.
And you've spent a little bit of time looking at it.
Maybe I need to heat it up or something. Cool it down. Who knows? We'll find. We'll work it out, or we won't. Yep.
I'm just gonna make sure that some of the mercenaries are actually sort of having some sort of watch before just sort of collapsing in a bunk or corner or bedroll or something.
These
After just
you are in the mercenaries camp. This is far greater than the number of mercenaries that you have, and they are professionals. They are doing it. They're not just going to fall asleep, especially on the cusp or on the threshold of enemy encampment. Regardless of what you have done, they say they'll be full again by the time you guys go back. It's always the way with the goblins. It's Andrew Shell. Clean it out one day, you got to clean it out the next.
I'm assuming I'm not here for this conversation.
Why not?
This could be an hour later.
It's
Okay, an hour later, fair enough.
Yeah, it's not like it's only 1 second away. You've been wandering around doing stuff, and I don't care. You can be there now. It can be an hour later. It can be 2 hours later. It's they're like, well, that's Andrew Shell for you.
Oh, well, sadly, I think you might be right. Let's find it. I'm gonna wait till. I'll find out tomorrow, or hopefully not sooner.
Probably.
I'm just gonna go start. I'm just gonna basically, hey, take a while and start resting, because that'll take about an hour.
So, is anyone a user of an arming sword who doesn't have a magical arming sword?
Yes and no.
Which means
I
Alan
have
cannot say no to magical loot.
indeed, but it's only about. I've already got. I already got a +1 arming sword.
Yeah, but that's what we just asked.
well, I have no idea how to use this stick, this pointy stick,
I
and
do
it's
know how
really
to use it,
shiny.
and I'm happy to. I've got my Ranceur that I would prefer to use most of the time, but I am perfectly capable of using it. Does anyone not have a +1 weapon who can use it?
I mean, technically, Shiro can use it and doesn't have a +1 weapon, but I don't wanna.
So can Zhang. So can
Ah.
Vash.
And Carradwin.
Vash
And
likes
Carradwin.
big-headed weapons.
Yeah, I
Zhang
really
is very
regret not
attached to
picking.
his Guando.
I really regret not picking up the other, the pole army thing. But at any rate,
I think it was just a really big weapon, a really big sword.
no, I know, but I figure if they want to use two-handed weapons. Anyway, I'll offer it to Vash or Zhang.
Shane.
Zhang.
Yeah.
Do either of you want this really shiny sword that I found on a skeleton?
Zhang takes a quick look over it, sees no inscriptions, and graciously passes up the option.
Vash? It
Vash.
might be nice of Vash.
Vash just laughs and pulls out the poniard and saying, I've already got a smaller one.
Well, you can
A
have
itty bitty baby.
you can have one of a middle size, and then you can have like all three.
Want to trade them?
Trade.
Little bitty poniard for your magical arming sword. What a bargain.
I'm offering it to you free of charge.
Oh. Do I even have space for my belt?
I don't know. Do you?
Don't worry
What's
about
your
it.
encumbrance at?
I think I'm just gonna drop the. Maybe I'll just give the poniard back to the mercenary that's on the
The
cart.
dead
Like,
mercenary.
I
Oh,
never took anything. And I'll take your arming sword.
You were taking
This was
it to
very
give
useful,
to give to his next of kin.
exactly.
Yes.
Well, if I can't carry it. I'm not able to carry heaps of stuff,
I can carry it then.
and I cannot use it.
Well, you
Who
can. You
knows
just have a
what it-
penalty.
Well, that's true, but it makes more sense for our melee combatants to have a magic weapon. If something is immune to magic, non-magical weapons, then it would be good for them to have one.
Whilst you're saying this, Theta is kind of looking at you up and down.
Oh, Theta wants it, does he?
You know.
Why not?
No, what are you doing?
Well, you should have spoke up when I said it, but you
Too
didn't
late.
speak up fast enough.
If he wants gear, he has to come in with us. You can't just guard the. And I start speaking to him in stone speak and tell him to cut that out. If he wants to be an adventurer, then he should adventure.
Wasn't paid for that. And, you know,
That's-
sterling work has been done looking after these carts.
Not disagreeing. You our kinsfolk, are excellent guards and adventurers.
He was just going to give it away. I don't know.
It's an investment.
The spoils of the dead go to the people who killed them.
It's an investment in my own health.
I Shiro, are you saying you keep what you kill?
No.
Be a lot cooler if you did. That's fine.
Well, it's up to you if you give it to. I will
No.
return the poniard regardless because it's too small.
It's how
That's-
you use it.
That's too small, but you won't accept my arming sword. I don't understand. Anyway,
So,
Wait, what? I'll take your arming sword if no one else wants it.
yeah, it's all yours. I'm gonna take it off my
Woohoo!
inventory and have done with.
cool.
What are
Also-
the stats on the arming sword?
It is a medium cutting weapon, so it does 1d8 cutting damage. But because it's a +1 weapon, it does +1 to hit and +1 damage.
Whoa.
Not as tasty as your Bardage,
Yeah.
which also has reach and is also +1.
But it only uses one hand.
It
So you
does
can
only
have
use
a
one hand.
shield in the other hand.
I
Yep.
don't have a shield though.
I'm sure that can be.
You
We
can
can
get
fix
one
that
later.
up. Yep.
I'll be back in a minute. Sorry.
Is there a shield on the cart?
There is not.
Well, I shall.
Because I bought a whole bunch of helms. Which don't work that way anymore.
Mhm.
Which should probably be shields, but whatever. I'll do that later. We'll put a bunch of shields on the card.
It wasn't sure, it was Minerva who,
It was.
let's face it, she had a little bit going on.
Yes. Truth. She was blessed in a different way to sure. Anyway, resting time. Shiro might. Would you guys be interested in just like dragging a lot of sort of green leaves and tinder into the caves tomorrow and setting it on fire and seeing if we can smoke them out?
I'm totally okay with this, provided Sean actually remembers some healing spells. Otherwise, there'll be casualties.
Oh yeah, sorry. When we next go back, that probably won't
Yes.
be tomorrow. In a few days. Do you want to give that a go?
Yep.
Sounds good.
Because yeah, we've got like a barrel of oil, so we might be able to get in quick enough, put that down, set it on fire, bank the fire, see if anybody comes stumbling out of the smoke.
Sounds good to me.
We may even see if there's smoke coming out the other entrances.
Indeed.
Hmm.
Or hopefully they'll just die of smoke inhalation. Win-win-win.
Yep.
See, someone can know about these things. Smoke in the mines, very dangerous.
That's why you need to
Alrighty.
have lots of ventilation.
That's right.
Indeed.
So do we get a decent night's sleep?
Yes.
Alrighty.
So what are your plans then? You can get me night's sleep, which means that you get 10% of your maximum hit points back from resting, rounded up. So anything less than 10 for your maximum hit points, you only get 1. 10 plus, you get 2. 20 plus, you get 3, etc. Well, 21 plus.
Wow, I'm almost double my hit points.
Yep, me too.
Alrighty, where's my
Vosh is
sheet.
very hungry and would like to eat one of her rations.
Sure. You should
I-
all be taking care of your rations. It is a very important thing to do.
So I only
I-
recover 10% hit points. Ugh, so little.
I enjoy my gruel, my delicious, delicious gruel.
Remember, Al, you have the crone's bone. Actually, no, you guys swapped it over, didn't you? So no one gets to use it.
Who's attuning to it? I gave it to someone. I can't
Sean at
remember.
the moment,
Jaquan, I
yeah,
believe.
I think.
I believe Jaquan has it, which means he has to be giving it 1 hit point of his blood every night for a week.
Yeah.
Well, all this learning healing's just really not doing much, hey? Yay!
You're back, Den. Does Jaquan have the crone's bone now?
I believe we had talked about that.
I believe he does. Whose character sheet is it on?
That's what I'm checking.
I've still got it on mine. So unless
Yeah.
it's
No, we haven't handed it over. We
In that-
talked about it.
In that case, then you do get the use of it. So you heal at 20%.
Typed love heart into the chat, but it's blank.
Yeah, there is no love in the Valley of the Obelisks.
Julian's taken it out of the script.
It's too bleak.
People editing their hit point totals.
Well, I did.
Vash totally makes all these faces.
That's all too young for me.
Aw,
I concur.
who is the best?
I don't know what that's supposed to be. So
It's the facial expression, the
Isn't it-
eyes, and then the mouth, and then the eye.
Yep.
Eye,
and
mouth,
Mhm.
eye. thing.
Sure.
Oh.
sure, you put that on Keridwan's the macro you created for it, didn't you?
Yes, yes, I did.
I edited
I'd forgotten I had done that, but yes, of course she does.
I edited her macro to, instead of using the flat number for FACO, it uses the actual FACO, so when the character sheet updates, it does as well.
Nice. Yes, I did put ooh on as the context.
Because I was wondering what the hell that was. I was like, did you just hit some random keys there?
No, it was a weave thing because I knew.
Yeah, I was going to
But
say
it-
get younger or get weeb.
yeah, it's just get weaved.
Okay, so
Go weeb
That
or
will
go
be-
home.
that will be no to both of those, unfortunately, or fortunately, as the case may be. I don't
Yeah.
know. I just
Probably the latter.
Okay. Who's getting the who's getting the burn for the crone bone?
You are.
I guess. Okay.
You get 20%.
20%. Oh yeah.
Have you updated your hit points,
No,
bro?
I haven't. How much healing
Roll
have I
up.
done?
So that'd be
You got 7, and you get 10% overnight.
Yeah. Now I just got to find my max hit point total.
Cool. This means that I can now start my healing. So
Is my max hit point total only 18?
nope.
Apparently.
I hope not.
That means you screwed up here. So
Well, that's written under exploration.
no. So double click on your token.
36. Excellent. So that will be +4 more.
all right, I'm going to heal Vex for 7.
Ooh, thank you very much.
Oh, you roll crits.
And
I'm rolling
then
ones.
I'm gonna heal Sean for 3. And I'm going to heal Kruber for 7.
Cool.
The gods are watching you, Sean, I think is
I reckon.
what the message here is.
Hey, I rolled a 6 on my magic weapon find. Mind you, I couldn't use it, so
Going to heal Lenza for 7. If you can update that, Sean.
oh yeah.
And then I'll do the final heal on.
Ruba.
No, it's got to be Sean.
But I'm posting you a thing to the Discord.
As long as I only got.
We're not going straight back in, buddy. It's okay. We're gonna rest again. I'm pretty sure.
Just look at the Discord.
Oh, fine. Discord.
Do I need to look at the Discord?
No.
Obviously.
Yes.
I already did what I did for you. I'm gonna heal Sean. Sorry.
We've established he's not weak
Hey, there
or
we go.
younger.
That is some healing. The gods have blessed Shiro with almost maximum.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's impressive. Most
Yes.
impressive.
What's most impressive is that Sean's the only one who got screwed.
No, because I healed you twice. You got
Oh,
a
it
total
was-
of 10.
Was that the last one for me as
Yeah,
well?
the last one was for you.
Oh, okay, I thought that would be hilarious if it wasn't though.
All right. This seems like a day where we just like maybe collect that wood and stuff and
Yep.
prepare for next time. Yeah. That was rough.
Uh-huh.
And
Yep.
also the mercs would have healed obviously.
Yep.
For
Yep.
whatever they get, which
Yep.
is probably not much.
I've got them here. So Harry the Halberdier was down by 2. He'll go up that one night. This guy was down 1. The archer was down 3.
If they're
Nice.
like
Those were
actually
down quite a bit.
injured, if they're actually injured, they could take a full rest for the day. Does that increase their healing if they like really lay up?
That's a 24-hour day's worth of rest in comfortable conditions.
That'd be comfortable.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is
Yeah.
this not comfortable here?
No, it's
In
not
this camp?
great. Yeah, it's
Great.
kind.
Okay.
It's kind of.
I was just wondering if they had tents and stuff.
Yeah, but they don't have divans and settees and grapes being peeled and fed to them as
No nurses.
no, as they get olive oil baths and fans waved on them, and
Oh my goodness. That's comfortable? Ah. Got to stop this adventuring life.
it is
I
for
too
me.
wish to live comfortably. Never
I've,
lived that comfortably in my life.
I've healed their tokens. It's all good.
Yeah, so if we can collect wood today, or does anybody else have any ideas of like what we could do differently going into the ruins next time? Apart from not running around in the dark and, using trap sense first.
Definitely trap sense.
Maybe I should learn that one. Oh, we only need
We
one at
should
a
have
time.
a caster who is casting it.
But do we need 2?
I can feel his eye twitching from kilometers away. It's pretty good.
I actually just nodded. It was fun. But yeah, if there was any other spells that might be useful, can you counter, because you have Dispel Magic, would you be able to use that against that powerful magic user that we saw for a second, the person using invisibility?
You
Would
can't,
that like
you can't
work
counter spell.
time down? Okay,
No,
just
it doesn't.
making sure.
Can we get
I
a
can-
lightning rod and just shove that into the ground? And so if he does
What is this
cast lightning,
rod?
it's a ancient found in an ancient text. It's a simple rod of metal that conducts what seems to be lightning, and it just travels somewhere, and it doesn't hurt the building.
Sounds dangerous.
Metal does conduct heat very well.
Yes.
I've
mean-
never actually encountered lightning that, so I wouldn't know that metal does that to it.
Also,
But interesting.
Also, we don't even know that the shaman was casting lightning bolt. But hey,
I did that just as a matter of
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
interest because the spell got
because it was funny.
cancelled. Yeah. Yep. That's exactly it.
Very well. But we do know he was invisible.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. because you
I
saw
don't
him
like
pop
that.
out of being invisible.
Yeah. So do we have see invisible? That's a spell, isn't it?
It is.
Is
Second
that a
level.
second level cleric spell?
Second level
perhaps?
magic user spell.
No.
And
Caradwin.
second level illusionist as well.
Caradwin, why are your spell list so lacking? It's actually not bad.
So the only way for a cleric to see invisible is true seeing, which is a level 5 spell. Sorry, guys.
The other way is to, do something that makes them visible.
Yeah. Set them on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't the tradition to throw flour at them?
We have sacks of flour.
I don't know. We could ask the cook at the camp.
If we make all of the ground wet with create water, they would make like muddy tracks.
There you go.
Or we could cover ourselves in flour and pretend to be ghosts.
And just scare him.
Yeah.
Can't see
Legit.
that happening.
Also, dusted flour near a torch. Big mistake.
Only for the
That's
invisible
what that
guy.
Urukai was doing.
Alright. Well, I think I'm gonna stick with the spell list that I have then. Seems pretty reasonable. Yeah. Collect branches. We'll try burning them out. Let's give that a go. If we can even retake the keep.
Cool.
Do all the mercs have a way to replenish their ammo and stuff?
Yes, they do.
Ah, excellent. And Bash, are you sure about not wearing a helmet?
It's a really good idea.
It certainly makes you more aware of what's going on, but you seem to get hurt a lot. Just throwing it out there.
Yes.
You're
Oh,
right.
all right. I'll put my helmet on
Sure.
just for the
Don't
room.
face shame her.
I think Vash understood after that that party that she needs a little extra protection.
Actually, this is a mercenary camp.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have a spare shield?
Yeah, you can find a spare shield.
Do you want a shield, Vash, to go with your
And by spare
Army
shield,
sword?
I mean they'll charge you
I
for it.
one? Yeah.
Nah.
At 50 plus 50%.
Oh, a shield, you say? Oh, there's not a shield around that you can buy around here for, at least, how far? 23.6 miles as the crow flies.
That's where Tony has set up, isn't it?
But since you have done such a sterling job going into the ruins of Androshell and probably stirring up God knows what to come out at some stage and slaughter all the mercenaries here when you decide that being adventurers, you're done with it and you'll leave, they're only too happy to sell it to you for the very, very cheap price of, oh, by the way, do you want a large or a small shield?
large for Vash?
Let me have a look. Yeah, large or
For 50
bigger,
gold
the
pieces.
better. Oh,
50 gold pieces.
oh,
How about we-
Exploitative. Wait, what about our friend?
What about 10 goblin heads? Will they take goblin heads? as payment?
Whoa! Hey!
so
Will they
basically, I
take
need
10
to
goblin
wait.
heads? You're right. You know,
someone to
whatever.
die.
We've got so many of them at this stage. I'm a terrible negotiator.
No. I'm looking forward to the point where Shiro's like, look, you can't have the goblin heads, but I will sleep with you instead.
So yes, the 50 gold pieces was only 5 gold pieces more than what a large shield is normally worth.
Yeah, fair enough.
I like things free. from dead people.
You
Well,
could, you could
His
always,
friends might object.
you could always kill him if you wanted to, but
So
escalation.
when he's like 50 gold pieces for this shield, Shiro's like nod, nod, nod. But also remember, guys, Shiro has literally 0 cash, and has been stealing rations from you for like, I don't know, a long period of time now.
Just don't steal them from Vash. They could either be cockroaches' ears or cockroach ears.
That's okay. He found some on the wagon that Minerva left. He's been stealing from her.
Now remember, Vash, I
Mhm.
gave you a sword without having to be killed.
Maybe the killing comes later.
Yeah, Kruber said just loud enough for them both to hear. But does it feel like it's yours?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Are we getting another night's rest? I'm assuming we are, because I'm down
uh-huh.
5 spells.
It's up to you.
Yeah. So after a day of collecting tinder and, green leaves, stack that up, roll it
Yep.
up. Yep. Everybody can carry a bundle, couple of bundles,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, let's have another good rest.
So
Let's,
we've all got a faggot or two.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, you've already got the magic arming sword. Oh, you've done it. Awesome.
Does that mean you have to rewrite all your macros?
No. She's already made a macro for it.
I
Oh.
copy and pasted it, so I don't know if it's right. I changed the 1d10 to 1d8.
That's cool.
And also, can everybody add 1 flask of oil to
But you
their
got the,
character?
but you have the bardish image. So
Sure.
what I'll do is I'll add a sword image for you.
What
There
was
you go.
that?
The macro that you had gave the image of the bardish.
Mhm.
So I'll just
Yeah,
do it now
that's-
so it does the image of the sword.
Nice. Thank you.
So you've taken a flask of oil, Al?
Yep.
Is everybody else taking a flask of oil?
Yep.
I am.
What's
Do I
the
have to?
oil
Do I have to
for?
trade that for money, or are you just giving them out
No.
for free?
They're on the wagon, so I'm just going to take them off the
Ah.
wagon. But I need to know how many to remove, that's all.
What are they for? I'll take one.
Yeah, they're
Free
for...
stuff?
they're to be used on the big bundles.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Can I
that we
keep the flask afterwards?
yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful. Yes, please. Give me one.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically. I'm assuming it's a probably like a earthenware clay pitcher kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's... I think they're oil skins.
Can I get 5 arrows off the cart as well?
Yes, sure.
Sean. His name's Sean.
Actually, make it 10. Linda will get 5 as well.
He just dropped the end. So Shura has become the party's paymaster.
Because he has no money himself.
I think you mean because he's a little short on cash.
Sorry, quartermaster, not paymaster. All right. Yeah. So the mercenaries keep watch with their the soldiers and troops around the ruins of Androsol. Nothing is coming in or out. The flaring from the blue light, the fire flickers, seems to illuminate the battlements, the ruins, and on the late towards the end of the first night you were there, it seemed to flare a little bit and then die back down. But no one's reporting anything going on. The mercenaries have steered clear of it, again, because it freaks them out. And they're not paid well enough. They're considering at some stage just going in, but they've been paid to hold a perimeter, so they're holding the perimeter. Oh, did we lose someone? No, we gained someone. No, we lost and then gained.
It's
Cool.
just me
Mhm.
reloading.
The second night, you can all rest up as much as you want as well. The mercenaries that you took down with you, they're just convalescing with their others, not really hanging around you guys so much more than they're doing their normal gig, I guess, joining back into the ranks of the watch. They're still under your auspice if you need them, however, Zhang. Do you have any other plans? Collectively, individually, collaboratively?
Keep healing.
Do 2 nights worth of rest plus the healing from the clerics within get you guys to full? It looks like most of you are full. Jaquan's still down a little bit.
I haven't done the second night. I'm still 6 off.
I am 3 off.
So
I'm still 10 down.
and Vash is still down a little bit as well.
Oh, we can do another round of healing and sleep another night if we want.
Okay with this.
So you'll be here for 3 nights.
Yep.
Sounds like it.
Oh, we will.
Cool.
All right. Do you want me to
Oh.
do some healing on some people then?
Yep.
Well, who still needs healing?
I
I
do
need
believe.
Oh, and
Yeah, I'm still down.
That's like all my rations, my fresh rations gone. Gotta start eating worms. Oh yeah.
I
You
mean,
like them.
There were some really big juicy ones in the ruins.
Does
There's
everyone have a token on this map, Julian?
Vash, Shiru, Jaquan,
I
you,
forgot that I wanted to take a tentacle from tentacle
Paul
monster.
Drain, who's not here,
Yeah.
Minerva, who is not here,
I think
Evan,
we're
who is
missing-
not here, Lenza, Zhang.
Missing Zane.
No,
Oh, there he
Zhang's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are missing someone. Who are we missing? Hypatia.
no. Wait. Yes. Yeah, that'd be me.
Did you
I'm
delete
missing.
yourself?
Possibly.
Classic.
Yep. So let's see. I probably, if we're resting another night.
well, I'll heal people that need healing. Just let me actually full day is passing, so
Yeah,
Sure.
well, if
Trying to
people
update stuff.
update their thingos, I can keep healing them.
Well, I need 6.
Did you see the 5 you already got?
No.
Like I said.
In the chat.
I'm fine being 1 down. So I
Well-
see it now.
If we're spending the night here, then we all get like at least 1 back.
Yep. So I'll need. Yeah, I could use. 1 heal would be nice.
Yep, I'll heal you.
So this is on the second night.
Yeah.
You get the 7 Hypatia that I've already done.
Yep. So
And another 6 from me.
okay.
There
Yeah,
you
I'm all good to go.
And Vash, how hurt are you?
I'm only 2 down now.
Okay, cool. Well then, resting
That's
for
really
our night will get you back to full. Whoop.
Nice.
And I guess during that day, we'll collect even more.
Yep.
Lumber.
You know, I just think I've realised. I think I've heard my son saying "ooh."
Oh no!
No, it's too young.
He watches
That's
a lot
fine.
of
Too
As
young
YouTube.
long
to
as he's
start
not saying
oohing.
ara.
He watches a lot of YouTube. He probably wouldn't know what it means.
Yeah.
But I think I've
Maybe
heard,
he wants to say I love you, dinosaur.
I don't know. But I just remember Grandpa Simpson. I used to be with it, and then they changed what it was, and now what's it is weird and
Yep.
scary to me.
Simpsons, so fantastic.
Especially the early, maybe the first 10 seasons. Take the first 3 seasons out, and then seasons. Actually, I think it really picked up season 3. First 2 seasons, seasons 3 to seasons 10 were grade A. All right, that's cool. You've spent 2 nights and days resting in the camp. Not much has been happening. You guys are retrieving as much lumber as you can. There isn't a lot of shrubbery or undergrowth or trees around here. It is fairly Spartan. There is a forest just to the northwest and a large one which you could go and get some really nice lumber if you wanted to cross the river down to the southeast. But you have managed to collect a reasonable amount.
Fair enough.
Excellent.
You don't think
And
it is
that's-
enough to really to lay siege to something, but it might create a bit of an uncomfortable condition. Assuming that there is not much in the way of venting down there. That said, Shiru, you have spent a lot of time underground, and stuffy and poorly ventilated tunnels, and they were not them.
Okay.
Your knowledge of goblins is that they normally have lots of little crawl spaces, etc., which is how they can manage to move around so freely, because their small size and their ungainly body shapes and the ability to move around almost insect-like, especially when they're crawling through those crawl spaces. It means that it just naturally creates a little bit more airflow than normal stayed tunnels. But still,
Yeah. Oh, the plan is basically so we start a fire down there. The smoke spreads out. We go back to the surface. Or we bank the fire so that there isn't smoke coming out of the main entrance that we entered in, and then we come out the entrance. If they come out that way, we shoot them. But otherwise, we're keeping a lookout at the top so that we can see if there's any smoke leaving from other areas. Because if there is, we can block those, and we can also, if they're like large enough exits, we can guard them or find a different point of ingress,
Sure.
which might also be handy.
Sure. All right. Well, you've been 2 days, 2 nights. Are you resting another third, or are you going in that night?
Oh wait,
Only
no,
need
we're
to rest.
resting the third night. Yeah.
Okay. The third night. And you guys haven't really been taking watches, have you? You've been letting the mercenaries stay on watch.
Damn straight.
Yep, that's right. We've got a whole bunch of mercs, and we've got our 2 Caro guards.
Cool. That's fine. About a couple hours after midnight, there is a God Almighty cracking sound. Seems to emanate from somewhere near the actual walls of the ruins.
Oh, good.
Those of you who sleep lightly believe that there is a storm breaking out. You feel like there's a bluish white flash that seems to light up the night sky.
Good.
It's followed by a second one not too much longer afterwards, and the mercenaries start running around barking out orders and screaming and yelling and taking up weapons, etc. The rest of you will probably come to in a matter of minutes here, or not minutes, seconds, rounds here or there. None of you are wearing anything heavier than light armor, I would assume, at best, because sleeping is uncomfortable. And you are in the midst of an armed camp. But you can start to come to for sure.
So who's a light sleeper and who is a heavy sleeper?
Doesn't matter. You're all going to come to because there's so much of a fracas going on. Fracas.
Oh,
I
so
forgot to bring any acoustic weapons.
Braris will rush over and he will get your attention when you start getting to. You notice that he is not wearing his customary gambeson, but he does have his rather large longsword in hand. He is just wearing his long johns at the moment and
Good.
seems to be fairly bleary-eyed. He'll say, "An attack from the wall, lightning. There's a few of our men dead. We're not sure what's going on yet, but we're sending some scouts up."
right then.
Lightning, you say? Actually, I'm not there. I'm still trying to get my armor on.
Yeah, me too.
It will take you some time to get that armor on without assistance, so you're probably helping each other, I would assume.
Yes.
Seeing how it's full plate, and it will take you minutes,
Mm-hmm.
even with assistance. Barris will just say, "Yes, lightning came from the wall down to the ground."
You see anything on the wall?
No. When I say there's been an attack, though, that seems to have all been all that there is.
Is there any injured?
He
As
said
I
a
s-
couple died.
Couple have
A
been
couple
killed.
died, but what about injured?
Don't know. It's still, it only just happened. We're trying to find out.
Well, I'm happy to help the injured. If you can point me to where the attack happened, I'll go and
He'll
look.
point towards the ruins of Androshell and say, "It came from there." And he'll roll his eyes slightly, and then he'll just say, "I'm not sure what you stirred up, but this is the first time that the lightning has come down from the walls.
Mm.
You said the lightning's come before.
There's been crackles of lightning within, yes, occasionally, not often. Seems to happen with the flames when they seem to dance higher. But nothing ever like this. Nothing as cataclysmic. I shall return shortly." You'll look at Jaquan and Hypatia when you can.
Yeah.
And he'll
Can't you see we're busy here?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to go and see if I can find some, help the injured. I'm assuming there's no lightning bolts falling at the moment, so
Nope, it's all deathly quiet.
I'll just go and see if there's anyone who needs some healing.
There are a number of dead. There is 6 dead,
Mm-hmm.
and there are a couple that have been injured. It seems
I
that
shall.
the mercenaries had the greatest watch near the entrance to it, maybe about 100 or so feet back, 100, so maybe a bit further, maybe about 100 yards back from the entrance. Seemed to have built up a little bit of a barricaded area, and we're watching there, and the lightning rained down upon them. There are badly burned and scorched bodies. As I said, 6 dead, and there's about 3 or 4 that's nursing some wounds, but they seem to be superficial at most. They weren't caught in the lightning more so than just nearby with
Maybe some bandages.
the ionized air.
Okay, well, Caradwin's going to say, "Ooh, that's some powerful magic, or I don't know, maybe alchemy or something. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's a resource that they've used. This might be the time to strike."
That does not sound like something Ceridon would say.
Yeah, I have to go. Clearly,
Caradwin's a magic user. Damn it!
Clearly,
Knows about
Caradwin
stealth
has
weapons.
been replaced by someone.
Yes, Shiro.
Yeah.
Okay, if I've known Craig the longest, Caradwin would probably say, "Let's go fight them."
Yeah, exactly. Which is basically what she was saying.
He just
Now's the time to strike.
Craig
Is
would
there-
Craig would advocate going in, but he would not advocate it in so eloquent a way.
Is there some kind of innocent bystander or barman she can attack instead?
Possibly.
Party member.
That guy cooking that. Well, I call it stew, but that's stretching the definition.
Public service, you say?
Gumbo.
So, Zhang and Vash, what are the two of you doing? You probably, actually, especially Zhang, you need the least amount of preparedness in this situation since you wear no armor. You just have to get up,
Yes.
dust yourself off, grab your trusty guando.
So I've been assisting with other people in their plate armor.
Mhm.
Although
Cool.
it's my first time, so I have been taking a little longer, getting some instructions.
You're learning something.
That's right. All this knowledge.
Grab the electric riveter. No, you need the battery for it. Come on.
Hitching those straps a little too tight around the midriff.
Oh, that
Hider,
pinches.
you say?
That
Hider.
pinches.
Oh,
Didn't
Monkey.
I say? Yeah, very much monkey.
Why would they put a
That's-
hole here if you weren't meant to use it?
And seriously, Krupa, why'd you have to go with the cockplate? Really? I mean, come on.
The Master Abbot used to have one of these, but it was made entirely of leather.
Hypatia, you've seen the reach weapon is not Rancer.
So that joke's already been made.
Yeah, I know. It was worth making again.
Fair cop. All right, so Zhang is helping with the armor. Vash, what are you doing? Your armor will take a little bit of time to get on as well. You wear breast and fold, do you not?
Yes, I
Yeah,
do.
that takes considerable amount of time. Also, are
Especially-
you donning the armor, or are you rushing around without armor?
I shall don the armor
Sean has
and the helmet.
cool, so that will take a bit of time.
Time.
Sean just wears a jack of plates, but that still takes an inordinate amount of time to get on by yourself.
Which is why he didn't put it on.
Cool. Hypatia's getting armor on. Ezequiana's getting armor on. Shiro wears an arming jacket, don't you? A brigandine, which also takes an inordinate amount of time to
Yep.
get on by yourself.
I'm going to ask the Stonekin to help me out with it.
Sure. At least you're not an elf. And that will help you. Although they think that they're now being should also get the wage of a squire. They're no longer guards now; they're squire.
That don't involve us being knights.
15% for what they had to witness.
hmm
Oh, it shouldn't be that color.
That also leaves you with Lenza and Caradwin.
Yep.
Is Caradwin rushing forth to battle?
Caradwin's going to put on
Totally.
her knotted bark armor.
Okay.
So you're saying Caradwin gets knotted?
Okay, that just leaves then only Sean at the front. The flames, Sean, that you can see from where you are, you can't see them directly, but you can see the illumination from them. They seem to be fairly vibrant. The internal courtyard of the ruins seems to flicker with great dancing shadows, and the blue light seems to play off every surface, more so than what you had seen previously. Granted, this is in the middle of the night, but still, the wounds here, as I mentioned, they are pretty catastrophic for the people who died. There are more than one person that seems to have been blasted literally into pieces. The armor has been melted and fused with parts of bodies. You can't find one guy's poor unfortunate head, and the other people who are wounded literally were nearby and didn't actually cop the lightning itself. They just suffered some burns from the ionized particles in the air. They're pretty minor, so you probably don't need spells to deal with them. More so just a bit of first aid, which you do not have any actual medicine skills, do you? Your secondary skill is
Hunting.
hunting, so you can just grab a bandage, that's good. But you can give them a once over and make sure they're not going to die or anything like that, and
Mm-hmm.
give them some words of encouragement. But yes, that is what you see. The the light from the flame is quite strong currently.
So I'll ask the guards if they saw where the lightning came from.
We point towards the keep, the ruined keep, but one of them, he'll say, "Oh, it came not actually from the keep, but from that direction, about maybe only 50 or 60 feet away. It just arced from nowhere and blasted us. And then by the time we got our vision back from the bright flash and the ringing in our ears, a second bolt hit, and you can see that, and there's two great big craters in the ground where it's struck, and you'll say it just obliterated our position. I still have a great blur in front of my eyes that I can't even see your face.
Well, hopefully that will come better if once you've had a bit of time for your eyes to get better. But sounds like you might be have a bit of trouble seeing for the near future.
Is everyone okay though? I heard there were some fatalities.
Yes, I believe there's a few guards didn't make it.
He'll sit down. Dave's dead, man. They're all dead. He'll sit down.
What about Peterson?
And Shelby? This guard will sit down. This mercenary will sit down, put his head in his hands, and seem to be a little bit overcome. But yeah, the smell is terrible here as well from the burnt flesh that seems to that has fused with the metal armor. There is burning cloth and bits and pieces of wood. There's still a few little bits of smoking flesh and debris on the ground, but it just smells entirely acrid and horrid.
No, fair enough. Is there anyone else? Is there any other guards coming to the moving forward or anything like that?
Yes, because as I mentioned to you before, you even went up here, they were doing so. There's a little bit of a hue and cry, but they are not approaching the keep. They are on lookout. There are many mercenaries here with weapons drawn, taking up positions. Barris is moving around in his long johns. He's got a helmet upon his head now, and he's got a large shield, and his sword is in its scabbard now, and he's pointing, and he's trying to take command as best as he can, since no one else is doing so. But no one is, as I said, approaching the keep. Everyone's a little bit on edge. They've just had 6 of their number obliterated from a seemingly unknown source, and they are more than a bit concerned.
I guess I'll head back to they seem to have it under control for the short term. I'll head back to the tent and get my armor on and talk to the rest of the party.
Okay, so they're just starting to finish up getting their armor on. Bash and Shuru will have their armor on by now, as will Keridwin. Hypatia and Jaquan are in the final stages of getting theirs kitted out.
Forget we've got to have the ritual 2 minutes of chest bumping to psych ourselves up.
Yeah, well, that'll be how long it takes me to get my gear on.
Yeah, Shira's gonna grab Sean's gear and head towards it.
Okay.
And Caradwin's going to pick up some of the wood that we'd been collecting.
Okay.
So it looks like they've been hit by a couple of lightning bolts that were cast from reasonably close. The guard said that it was probably only sort of 50 feet away. So it sounds like there might have been a raiding parties come in towards the camp to launch an assault. The guards or the mercenaries are pretty freaked out at the moment.
You think they were after us?
I don't know, but I think there certainly might be retaliation for the attack that we were doing a while ago, and they're having an assault like this. You know, 2 very high level spells cast in rapid succession because they basically one after the other. Is quite the attack. I just don't know if they've retreated and it was just like a strike and a run away, or if there's actually going to be followed up by an assault on foot.
It might have been a magical item or a staff as well. Or something.
Maybe
Possible.
something like that. Even so, it's still a high level spell.
Indeed, it's a resource they don't have.
Powerful magic.
Mm.
So I don't know if we want to follow them or head out and see what we can find, or if we want to wait till morning.
If we're going to go in, we may as well go in now while they're down that resource.
Mm-hmm.
Works for me.
Unless it's a trap.
It's always a trap.
There's always a trap.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean we have to set it off.
Well, that's why we have all you strong foot soldiers at the front.
Well, seeing as you'll have all those healing spells for us,
Totally.
happy to do it.
He hasn't managed to prepare any. Prepares them in the morning. This is about a couple hours after midnight. So all his
I was
spells,
being facetious.
his spells have been used the previous day.
Only the healing ones.
Yep, he cast 4 healing spells.
Rupert walks up to Sean, actually puts his hands on his shoulders, looks him in the eye, and says, "Cleric, can we rely on the 8's blessing like we did last time?"
Sure.
I feel so reassured. Let's do this.
he's got prayer. Hopefully.
That would
Prayer.
help.
Always answered. Sometimes the answer is no.
Or
No.
at least animate dead. Either way, we'll keep you fighting.
No, I don't take those spells.
What?
I've
You don't
got-
take prayer?
No, animal growth and cure blindness. Are you guys just stopped talking, or has my internet cut out?
No, they stopped
Yeah.
talking. I think they were perplexed by the fact you said you took animal growth.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you realize Hypatia is a person, right?
Oh shit! Does that only work on animals?
All right.
This is awkward.
Horse, I
I
didn't
hope
take
that's
it.
what she says.
You might have heard me
Well, I
chuckling.
mean, everybody's always called her one.
You might have heard me chuckling. So you are now all kitted out. Your mercenaries are available as well if you want to grab hold of them.
Yeah. Warm up and go in. Also, this way we can make them carry some of the, wood
Head.
and heads later on, hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, they can bring some wood in. Now, who's got light sources?
I think
My
I do.
torch is used up.
If someone redid the continual light on my trinket, yeah.
Yeah, I think all the continual lights got
They
put back
done
on
ages ago.
before the rules got changed.
So you should, like, mine's on my character sheet, so yours should be too. All right. Good. Well then,
Zhang would like
just-
to walk up to the nearest tree and just ask him quickly if he saw anything in the night.
You're going to start talking to trees. All right.
I think our new friend's gone insane.
Honestly, it took him a while with us before this happened. I'm not surprised.
You're the same person that's spoken to a little bird.
Well, that's true.
All right, you're going to go find a plant. As I mentioned, there's not a lot in the way of trees around here, and there's definitely not many trees near, too close to the keep, even though it's ruins. They just don't grow around here, or they've been knocked down by the mercenaries or whoever is inside, so that there is freedom of movement, most likely from those inside. That said, there is shrubbery. There is bits and pieces of grass and long grass and bushes, etc. And your special ability is not speak to tree; it is speak to plant.
Mm-hmm.
So you can find a plant that is
Yeah.
near enough. Okay, what are you going to say to it?
Did you notice the lightning? And if so, did you notice if it was being cast by a creature or how they cast it?
The shrub / bush will kind of shiver a little bit. Sleeping. But storm come from the ground. From the ground. One of you that moves. He brought the storm, and then he left.
Did you see where he left to?
He left to where the sun sets.
I get out my water bottle and pour a little water as a sign of thank you.
It shivers again.
Side note, anyone who is not voting for Zheng for best character this session is doing it wrong. MVP.
That's an early call, but could be a good one.
Oh, what's going to top walking over and having a chat with the bush while the rest of the party looks confused at you?
Maybe when asked if the gods are going to help you, you say, sure.
No, that was just classic Sean, not MVP.
Tongue
Aw.
cheek planted firmly. No, that was good. That's
So you're saying that you only get benefits for playing your character for the first couple of days, and then it's just business as usual?
Correct.
Pretty much. Or every time you get closer to your ultimate aim of controlling all undead.
Yes. Well, there needs to be more. Maybe I should have healed Kruber.
Isn't Sean's alignment good?
Yeah.
It was when we started.
It's very Machiavellian, isn't it?
Well, to be fair, the gods aren't exactly good.
You're
Good, evil's very grey.
It is. And you belong to a faith that might have a certain view on that. Anyway, that's what you heard, Zhang, from that one bush.
Right.
All right, guys, we're going in.
Do we want to
9.
quickly send maybe 3 mercenaries to where the sun sets and see
No.
if there is an entrance or even a hole?
Hear me out. I think we should send our rogue solo to do it. Everyone agrees, right?
So
Lensa should go and do that solo.
sun rises,
Oh, I'm not on the right path.
sun sets.
Look, I'm concerned
Yep.
we're burning from the
Oh.
fidelity of that. It is like they have come down. And I say that as someone who draws stick figures, and people are going to go, "What is that?"
So it sounds to you, Zhang, that they would have just moved through the camp. If they left in the direction the sun set, they moved in the direction of the camp.
Aha. So they may be heading closer to attack it.
Or they're
Maybe.
invisible.
Bit of both.
And I take it that you passed that on to us.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll be even weaker without that person. Unfortunately, Caradwin's like, that's the one we need to track down. Probably.
Well, let's give it a go. Worst thing we could, at the very least, we should be able to, start smoking them.
How often can you talk to plants, Shang? That's pretty cool.
It's one of the tests for monk enlightenment is speaking to the plants.
He thinks he talks to the trees.
And can you do it all the time?
Yes, anytime. It's like a
Yes.
fifth tongue.
And
It's
they
another
seem to
one.
be able to track whatever this creature is. Let's follow it a ways into camp and see if you can talk to another plant and find out if it continued going in that direction or what it's doing.
Okay, alright. So I head in the direction of the sunset and find the next plant and ask it the same questions.
The storm I saw on the horizon.
Did you see the creature from which the storm came from?
Storms do not come from creatures. They come from the skies. This one did not. But it did not come from creature. What are you talking about? I saw the flash in the distance. Storm.
After the flash, did you see any movement?
Lots of movement. Movement all around. Your kind are all here. Everywhere.
Did you provide a number? Can a plant count?
What is a number? What is number? There is many of you. Like leaves scattered on the ground.
Did they?
Grab a
Oh, wait,
goblin
hold
to
on.
them. I don't know.
That sounds like an army of goblins. So I go back. It's Jang goes back and tells the party that there is a large group of creatures. The plant noticed many beings.
I think he's talking about us because it's our camp. And when the lightning struck, we ran around like idiots.
Ah, true.
Yeah, so I don't think it can tell the difference between us and an invisible goblin.
Okay.
I mean, can you?
No, I can't even see the invisible goblin. So I guess I can tell the difference in that I don't know where that thing is, but I can tell where the rest of us are.
Man, I wish I had Mage Hand. Please continue.
You could cut off Caradwin's hand. She's a mage.
Why did one of her fingers suddenly curl down? Oh, well.
Oh my god, yes. And now Vash needs a whip that just has a mage's hand on the end of it. Mage hand. Ah,
Okay, fine, Grail. I might have been almost too hasty with the suggestion of MVP.
Alright, so shall we continue interrogating shrubs or shall we continue
listen-
on?
Listening to that statement,
Ye-
it's just I just got visions of hippies sitting around smoking weed, going, "I'm interrogating this weed, man."
This
Shiro
is
is
why
fully on board with believing this person and their weird powers because Shiro has weird powers.
this This is why I want to combine the shopping with the talking to plants and just see what it does to Short.
Look, we should continue out the back of the camp in the same direction, okay, and check if any plants saw somebody walking out of the camp, because none of us went in that direction. None of the mercenaries went in that direction. So if there was a creature that went in that direction, then that's worth following. But maybe they stayed inside the camp, in which case we've lost them. There's not really much we can do about that. But yeah, let's check a plant on the
Well,
other side of the camp.
The idea then would be to make sure the mercenaries know there's someone, potentially an invisible threat, in the camp, and have everyone start looking.
All right, you tell the guy in charge about that.
Alrighty, I go and talk to the Groove.
Braris the Grieve.
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 Hey, Grivy.
The gift box.
Or should I say, hey, Griv, man, I got some news from the plants.
No, you should definitely not do that. He already thinks that you're weird.
I mean, he's not wrong. Also, if you're looking for another name to call him Barry the Shiv, because you'll remember that.
Just call him Beachy.
I'll remember that because he'll stick his shiv through me.
Damn straight.
Okay, you can go talk to Braris the Grieve. You already got me saying the wrong thing.
Barry the Shiv!
And I'm really good with my NPC names. Remembering it.
Yep.
Alright, Braris will kind of scratch his chin a bit. Invisible, you say. In the camp, you say.
Potentially, we don't know for sure, but, you know.
And this news came, and how did you come across this news?
Our new learned friend has a way of communicating with the trees. So that's why the information is a bit vague, because they don't see things the way we see, apparently.
Are they still in the camp? And he'll start motioning his hand around and getting some other attention from mercenaries nearby.
I'm not 100% sure. We're looking into it, but I just wanted to give you the heads up as soon as we knew there was a potential threat.
More than one, or just the one?
Not sure.
All right, everybody. There could be someone invisible in here. A goblin. Keep your eyes out for anything. Yes, I know that sounds weird. Just pay attention.
That was disappointing. I was hoping he was going to ask Sean for his badge and his gun. Kick him out.
I thought they were all going to hold hands and like run through the camp. Whee! Trying to coat hang.
You can always go and suggest that to them.
How sad is it? That is a workable plan for us.
Okay, what is the workable plan for the rest of the group?
Not dying.
Yeah. As a side note, beating the bushes is actually how you find hidden things. So holding and running together is what you do versus like snipers in ghillie suits and stuff. Not exactly like that, but you know what I mean. You beat the bushes.
I'm not sure Zhang's quite got enough of a reputation with them to beat the bushes yet.
Yeah. Anyway.
More, Zhang, more. You found the only masochistic bush. All right. What's your plan?
Talk to a bush on the other side of the camp in the direction that we were.
Is everybody, apart from Sean, who went to see Braris, going with Zhang to the other side of the camp, or?
I could pretty much watch this all day, so yes.
All right, Vash, you are doing anything in particular?
I would like to see this crazy man talk to a plant again.
Yep.
Okay.
Or what?
Wondering how does a plant see or hear or anything?
Mm-hmm.
It's a fair question. All right, Zhang, you can find a tree, an actual tree. It's not a very big tree, but it's, it's sizable. Maybe its trunk is a foot in diameter. It's fairly sturdy. It's sat there for a long time. It has fairly sparse number of leaves upon it. Seems to have been stripped of branches over the years. It sits sad alone.
Zhang bows in reverence and asks if he has noticed any creatures leaving in the direction of the setting sun.
The tree will kind of you need more water. You bend too easily in this very weak breeze. Your trunk is not strong enough. But creatures leaving, yes, there was one some time ago, like you, moving. But it got upon another creature and left.
Was this long after the Big Bang, the Great Crash?
I wasn't here for the Big Bang, so I'm sorry. I don't even know if that's how this universe started, but anyway. The storm in the distance. I saw the flash, but if that is what you mean. But it was... It seemed almost the same time. Like we are speaking now.
Interesting.
It happened almost at the time that the light was. It's just a matter of a few gusts of wind.
That's a better one.
Interesting. I will go back to the... Well, Zhang will go back to the team and let them know that a creature jumped onto a creature several gusts of wind ago.
Not long. Okay.
Not long at all.
I am so glad we picked you up.
Too long for us to track down something riding something. Never gonna catch that. Wonder where they're going.
It could be
find-
take a circuitous route back to the keep. Or there's another entry. Or there's another. Actually, it's gonna be a big entrance for horse or other mount to go into. That's pretty. That doesn't sound usual for gobos.
That just seems like an escape, and we don't really have any way of tracking them.
Oh, no ranger. I don't think anyone's much.
Even if we did, you can't track a horse on foot. I mean, you can, but not for long.
Yep.
Especially not with. I'm not saying that I'm slow, but
It's not fast.
slower than you guys. All right. Well, I still think that we should assault the ruins, although we may as well do it tomorrow if that guy's not there.
Yeah, it sounds like that whoever it is has long gone, so...
Yeah, unfortunately, Caradwin's pretty miffed.
Yeah, fair.
Caradwin doesn't have like a map that shows where that person is, does she?
Nope.
I knew that Len hands out magical maps. Where's
Mhm.
my magical map?
Sean will head out to the group again if he can find them. He knew they were heading over the other side of the camp, so
Yep.
Cool. Braden and Sebastian looked at a piece of blank paper and told you it was a map. Just saying.
So, what did we find out here?
Dude, you missed it. It's amazing.
Pretty cool.
Mm,
Okay,
We'll relay
say the
the
bit about
information.
what the truth we said.
is it possible that it was not a goblin?
Maybe. It's possible.
Almost
did-
all things are possible.
One
And
thing,
where did the horse come from?
one thing I'll just
Yes.
mention to Zhang just now, because you would have spoken to trees before. Trees do not see the world as you do, especially considering the fact that they can't move. Everything that can move basically is the same to them, and they don't have any real representation of time in the same way that you do,
Mhm.
having much different lifespans and understanding of what is important to them. They're stuck in the ground all the time. So that might just give you a little bit more of an idea as to what was said and the like.
So maybe someone has actually left on a horse before the lightning, since who knows how
And
many
after
gusts of
some
wind.
gusts of wind.
Yeah.
But gusts of wind is still after the lightning.
Oh yeah, it took a while to set up.
Look, if he's a powerful enough spellcaster to create lightning, he can summon things to carry him away.
That's true.
It's also possible it was a mercenary who went to take a message to Silvermont straight away. We should check with the Grieve and make sure that's not an option.
That's true.
So let's do that. I
then-
assumed that none of the mercenaries went in that direction. That is
Well-
an assumption. Let's go find out.
Have we seen any horses in the camp?
There are a couple, but not many. Horses are pretty
Okay.
expensive, and they do have horses here for basically exactly what Shira has just said, for quick relay of messengers, and they are riding horses, not war horses.
Yep.
Um,
I don't know.
but you wouldn't expect them to come out of camp and then mount and ride off. They'd come out of camp under full gallop. So
Could have been. Yeah. I don't know.
The
Let's
number of
check.
We
the
should
number
check.
of horses
There's no
that
cost in checking.
the number of horses that you had seen previously appear to be the same. You can't really make head nor tail exactly. You think so? You think that's about right? If you want,
Just
someone can. If
ask the
someone can make a wisdom check, or you can ask the Grieve and trust what he says at face value.
Sure. I'll make a wisdom check and ask the Grieve.
Sure.
does it have to be under your wisdom?
So
Yes.
checks are always equal to or under.
Yeah,
I think there's a different number of horses.
I think I don't know.
There's no, the horses are the same, but the oxen are missing.
There was never an oxen. The elephant. The elephant.
There's no
Where
camel
are the
anymore.
elephants gone?
So, Sean, you believe there's the same number of horses. Shira's like, horse? Where's a horse? I'm going
I
to go
can't-
ask the Grieve.
He can't count as that many count that high the legs, and he can't see the heads.
He's just walking underneath one without having to bend. The Grieve will say that, no, we haven't sent a messenger yet. Not at night time. Not unless we're hard pressed.
Sounds like the assailant went through the camp, got on some animal, and left.
What if it was a goblin piggybacking another?
Another
Yeah.
goblin, two goblins in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we don't.
Dastardly.
No. It was a goblin carrying a mountain goat on his shoulders, making you think it was two goblins in a trench coat.
There has
Sheeple.
been no more movement from the keep, though it has only been maybe an hour or so since the lightning. The dead will have to give them rights. Would one of you do it? He'll say to Sean and Shiro.
Absolutely. Their suffering is at an end, and it is important that they are given their best foot forward.
What he said.
To the 8. Well, we don't worship the same. I mean, well, we worship the same beings, but we have a different ethos.
Different philosophies. Cool. All right. Are you? It's maybe about 3:30 sometime in the morning. You are getting you're a bit tired, getting a bit on the fatigued state since you've had interrupted sleep, but you hadn't done much the night before, or the day before. You can help with the bodies, or you can just let the mercs do it. The mercs are in the process of collating the bits and pieces of bodies that they can find. That guy's head is still missing. And putting them as best together as they can. It's a pretty horrific job. As they do so, chunks of flesh and skin can't just slew from the bones. But they try to be as considerate as they are able, and they are digging some shallow graves to bury them in, and then they intend to pile some rocks upon them in a small cairn. Your words will be greatly appreciated at this time because of the horrific deaths that these 6 have endured.
Well, this seems perfect for Shiro, because those that struggle hardest are those that are awarded the best. So, these guys obviously struggled.
Well, I'll go help dig the graves. You know,
Ultimately,
that should
the
rest
trial was
easy
too
if
much
nothing
for them.
else.
And Vash is
Best stuff,
meanwhile
nothing lush.
wandering off with a drumstick.
Or the head. Either way.
I'm not gonna eat any of that.
The brain's the best bit.
And it's been cooked. Okay.
Electrical burns are rough.
Time will pass. Again. This will be the last time I ask. Are you heading into the ruins now? Or are you going to wait?
I'm now for waiting.
Well, I mean,
Waiting.
the camps, like the immediate attacks, doesn't seem to, or seems to be over, the immediate threat. So, I'm for helping them recover, and then going in later.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, later.
You can help then lay these poor unfortunate souls to rest. Say some words over them, either Shiro, Sean, or both. It will go down well.
You don't want a
Dawn?
charisma check?
No, that's fine. You are both clerics. You can both say words, unless you want to try and do anything in particular other than just say some final words for the departed. You can do a reaction check if you want to do something fancy.
I'm not going to do anything fancy.
No, that's fine.
All right, then dawn will slowly begin to rise over the mountains to the east.
Oh.
You do not get to prepare any spells for the day because your sleep was interrupted and none of you managed to rest properly.
We still have the spells from the previous sleep, though, do we not?
Yes, you haven't lost them, but you don't prepare any new ones or change them. So those ones you have, you still have.
Right, very well. Shall we go in then?
Sounds good.
Cool.
Smoke some gobos.
Okay.
One way or the other.
Alright, and this time we're all kitted up properly and carrying our wood. Woo.
Mm-hmm.
Look, all the gobos are back.
This time, does Linza want to scout ahead? Maybe hold the breach. Everyone's not a scout.
I mean, Lensa actually scouting ahead is so out of character.
That's true. He's done it a couple of times.
Yeah, about 10 feet in front was his response.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Which
Oh.
is like within reach of the rancer.
Yeah.
Funny that.
All right. Shields up front. Shield wall up front.
Yep.
And we've got the
Uh,
half an hour expedition over this rocky wall.
Yeah,
rocky
guys. Do we
dome.
want to go in a different way this time? This seems like not a good way to go in.
Sure, we can go in the other rocky area up in the northeast.
Yeah, but at least we're covered by building. They can't just shoot at us as we come in
Yeah.
through.
Sure.
In fact, we might even be able to sneak in. Let's sneak in through there.
I'm
I
not.
look at Kruber. I look at myself. I look back to Chiro.
And then Hypatia and I do our chest bump.
I just mean not yelling and banging our shields and stuff. Walking around you don't make that much noise.
Yeah, fair. All right. To the northeast.
Full plate does chink a fair bit though.
Yeah.
It's got lots of gaps in its armor.
Just like some clacking's not that bad from a long distance away, you know. Hopefully they're talking and stuff. Who knows? They might just think it's other goblins hitting shit together.
That's fine. We're there to make noise and be the main attraction. That's where everyone else does the actual killing. It's all good.
Yeah. So if we can circle around and appear up here, that'd be good.
If you want to move on around that way, that's fine. I can put you guys up there.
Yeah, we'll approach through that entrance.
Stop moving yourselves. I can just take you in one fell swoop.
Yes.
I had $1 for every time you'd said that.
Then you would have precisely 24 cents.
Yep.
No, that was not good.
Yeah.
You're on the walls.
You
They're
also
squashed.
really squashed. Right, so about there to start with.
When you
Alrighty.
said fell swoop, I didn't realize exactly how fell you meant.
You fell forwards onto your face, and then you kind of just like
So
squelched.
grim. Although 100% believe we'd do that.
Alright, so I'll move you up to there. So this is the place where you originally had the run-in with the original
Tentacle beast. Of
tentacle
Androshell.
beast of Androshell. It is.
I'm going to turn to Hypatia and talk slightly above the noise we're making. I'm just curious, do you feel itchy being around here? This is where all those worms were, right?
Thanks for reminding me, Kruber. That's yeah. I don't really want to think about what happened to all those worms we washed off in the river. Could be bad.
I'd just be feeling so itchy, feeling them crawling over my skin under my full plate. Good that you're not suffering that.
Right.
Cool. Yeah, I know. How's the lights going anyway, Kruber?
Well, I see why we're not professional mercenaries. All the mercenaries who are quietly standing ready for battle are like looking at us as though we are complete idiots trying to sneak up but chatting a lot.
Speaking of
Nice.
which, she said, "Can you send some more of those scones? They were quite good in close quarters battle."
Can I have everybody please make for me... Ow! I just rolled a chair over my foot.
Dang.
Oh,
Surprise.
Yeah.
That's some poor OH&S.
Yes, a surprise, please. Meanwhile, I'm going to do some stuff.
That's probably bad.
Remember, yeah. So it's just a d6. If you have a helmet, then it's a 1, 2, or a 3 that you're surprised on. Otherwise, it's a 1 or a 2, unless you have something fancy like you're a monk, in which case it is a 1.
Oh, bugger. Hold on. Ah, there we go. Ooh.
So close.
He's such a
Goodness.
ninja.
Thank goodness I am monk.
Monkey.
Okay,
Monk.
so
Oh, do we need to roll for our mercs?
yes, so they are all surprised on a 1, 2, or a 3. So currently I'm seeing that Hypatia is not surprised, but Jaquan is, Sean is not, Shura is not, Vash is not. Ah, so it's really easy then. So only Lenza and Jaquan are surprised of the
Harry got a
PCs.
3.
Of the
And might have
PCs.
been given.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Alright, so in that case,
Snail, he's surprised.
sure, you put that on if you want. Because as you get up to about here, you realize that you hear first something large and clumsy moving from within here, inside here, just in the shadows, and then you see something large lurking in the shadows, or kind of lurching out of it a bit. So, anyone who is surprised does not act, but we will start with Sean. When I put, let's just put this guy on the token layer.
Unlike Kong, eh?
Oh. Haven't seen
Interesting.
one of those in a while. Hey, Mr. Goliath.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're huge, aren't they?
It's about 12 feet tall.
His reach weapon's probably almost as big.
They're worth good money.
Do we shoot it?
Good old
Yes.
Whiskey Pete.
Good old whiskey.
He's seen some shit.
I don't know that guy, but he sounds cool.
He's not cut. Let's just say he's not definitely not cut out for adventuring.
Sean, what are you doing?
Oh, I guess I'll shoot it. There's no hit modifiers for it.
It's still within a bit of cover. Where are you, Sean? Yeah, it's you can only see half of it, so you've got -1 to hit it.
-1.
And you're also at 105 feet, so it's medium range.
Yeah, that's all taken into account.
Armor class 6 will miss.
Ooh, bounces off at top robbery hide.
Mm-hmm. All right, Vash. Was Vash surprised?
Nope. Rolled a 5.
All right then. I got sick and tired of using my Surface Pro, so I've fired up my other gaming PC, and I'm doing the DM stuff on it.
Nice.
Faster.
Is this rebel annoying to
Yes.
climb
Yep.
over? Oh man. All right then. I'll inch
Just-
forward.
Just
slowly.
move forward and
It's almost like, you're trying to assault a fairly defensible position even with the rebel. It makes it even harder when you don't sneak. Alright, so is Vash done?
No. Is it okay if I have my crossbow man shoot?
Was your
Yes.
crossbowman surprised?
I did not roll
probably.
for him, so
Roll
I don't know how to
d6.
roll for him.
Just roll d6. On 1, 2, or 3, he is surprised. He is not surprised. He may shoot. Where is he?
Right here.
This one, pink?
Yep.
Alright, so he is going to have probably, there's a bit of chunk of, we'll say -1 to hit for him as well. He is at 100 feet dead on, which should be medium range also. That is a
Oh,
miss.
Yes. Alright.
That
You
crossbow
tried.
bolt goes flying somewhere off into the distance and slays a farmer.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'll move forward
Oh.
just a little bit.
I assume you said oh no because it's going to take you forever to go and find his body to loot.
Yeah, to get
Gotta
those
retrieve
ears.
the ammo.
To claim the farm as your own. Zhang,
Alright,
was
so
your
I
NPC surprised as well?
no, he was not.
Cool.
So I need to move him forward here, and I will also take a shot at Big Chungus over there.
Crossbowman needs to reload as well.
So,
So we'll put the target on crossbowman.
long range.
Let's have a look. This guy here.
Should be. I believe it's this one on ping.
Oh, yep. Sorry. So he's got. He can only see a little bit of him. So -2 to hit. 100 feet medium range.
Another farmer dies.
That's even worse. God.
This one's for you, Lucas.
Depopulation.
Nice. I'm gonna also move Zhang up.
Gotta love the Lorax, by the way.
Yeah. So I get XP for at least one of those.
Sure. Lenza was surprised.
Indeed.
Caradwin. Was Caradwin surprised?
Nope.
Alright, what's Caradwin doing?
Eridwin is going to shoot her longbow. Oh, I didn't make a macro for a longbow. I'm just going to roll a d20. Whee. Well, I'm still as heavy smith. That's probably a mistake. That's going to hit an AC of
She's going to have -1 to
5
hit.
with any modifiers.
-1 because there is
then
people in the way.
86.
That's
So,
also a miss.
Mhm.
Shiro, was Shiro surprised?
Shiro was not surprised. Shiro is going to move to here and parry. Oh, actually dodge. Better choice.
Jaquan was surprised, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Hypatia,
Certainly was.
was Hypatia surprised?
I believe so.
Hypatia was not. You rolled a 4.
Alright, so I'm going to. Actually, is dodging a full round?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to dodge there.
Cool. Alright, bad guys. These guys. I already rolled one of them. Let's roll the second one. GM layer. Whoops, I didn't mean to make those simple rolls. Doesn't matter. Alright. Alright. And I got another one as well. Alright. Cool. Let's do that again. Stupid. Too many options. Alright, so this guy will come out of being hidden momentarily. This guy will come out of being hidden momentarily. This guy will come out of being hidden momentarily. And I get to make some attacks. Oh, and this guy will also come out of. Alright, let's do this guy first. It's going to shoot at this chap here. What's his distance? 35. That is short range for his crossbow. He shoots straight into the into the battlements in front of him, and it's the arrow shatters in his face. Ow.
Nice.
All right, let's do another into the same chap. Armor class 6 for 9 damage. This guy here.
Rightio. 9 damage, you say? Oh,
Yep.
the damage is the red one, isn't it?
No,
Which one's hit points?
yeah, it's the green.
It's the green.
Yes.
Ah. He's had better days.
Dang.
I'll make his saving throw.
Ooh, he didn't make it.
This guy here is going to shoot at who's closest to him, probably Hypatia. But I don't think it's going to be at short range. It might just be out of it. Let me just check. Crossbow range is, I believe, more than 55 feet away. Mechanics, handouts, mechanics, weapon ranges, light crossbow, 50 feet. Oh, he's out by 5 feet on short range against you.
Nice.
If only you move 5 feet further. There we go. So it's medium range. It will miss. So there were 3 crossbows that came from this area over here. You only see 2. This guy here is going to take a shot at whoever is closest for him. And it is going to be, it's going to be Hypatia because can't really see Shura as easily since Shura is smaller. So let's do a shot at Hypatia. Oop, it doesn't have the +2 damage that I had for point blank. It doesn't matter. It's a miss. The other guy is going to shoot at Shura. He's up high. He can see Shura. I think he's going to be at long range though. That will also miss. Alright, let me just take the arrows off, or the bolts off. And put some reload icons on them. Meanwhile, Mr. Goliath is going to he's going to throw some stone. The ones up on the battlement, even though you can see them after they've shot, they just kind of duck their heads below the battlements. This guy here is going to throw his rock at, actually, he might move forward to do so. Alright. We'll move to there, and he's going to throw a rock at probably Hypatia. It will be long range. It misses also.
Another farmer dies.
Alright, that's the end of their round. It's going to be Vash.
You say the goblins are ducked down, so I can't, shoot a javelin at them.
Yes. You can still see this one up here though.
Which one again?
So the ones up on the battlement are basically just, they've been hiding there watching you move up, and after you've attacked, they've shot their crossbows and then they've just ducked down behind battlements. You know they're there, but there's now just a solid object between you and them. If you could piff your javelin through the wall, then you could hit them. But this guy up here, he's just standing up on top of some rocks after shooting at you.
Yep, I guess I'll. Can I move 1 square and try and piff a javelin?
Yeah, you can move up to 20 feet and piff. But this one here is going to be difficult. This will be difficult. But you can move to there and piff.
Doing complex calculations now. There's no point. I won't get in effective range anyway. But I will attempt to piff a javelin at that guy.
That was the guy I was talking about. You just pinged the guy that I said you could see. So go for it. What were you trying to see?
Oh, I was trying to see these guys up here.
No, you can't see them.
Yeah.
They've, as I said, they've dropped down behind the battlement, so there's solid object between you and them. You know they're there, though. So how far can you throw your javelin? Pretty far, because you've got an addle.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, you've got some penalties to hit, but that will still hit. That will kill him.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
That's the right number of hit points. Splat.
Perfect.
After Vash, well, you've got your NPC. It will be Zhang next.
Oh, he's finished reloading, by the way, after this turn.
Yep, so just take his token off, his icon off.
So this bowman
Mhm.
will target.
You can't see them because they
oh,
have
you
dropped
can't
down
see them.
behind the battlements.
Keep forgetting.
You know that you know that they are there, but you can't see them. There's solid rock between you and them.
In that case, I just keep shooting at the golem.
Goliath.
Oh, Goliath.
It's a whopping great big giant. It's a 12-foot tall giant.
Yep.
Alright, so any hit modifiers?
Let's have a look. Where are you, Zhang? That's your
So-
bowman, this guy here.
Bowman's here.
He's 90 feet away, which would be medium range.
Just straight up roll.
And there we go.
That is a miss.
Good lord, I need to hire better mercenaries. Alright. Now
Need to roll better
Zhang's
than this.
pretty... Yeah. Zhang's pretty adept at climbing walls, but it seems a bit risky to immediately charge, so I will, well, Zhang will, just sort of mosey on in this direction.
Cool. After Zhang, it will be Lenza.
I mean, Linsa clearly has to try and climb a wall, right?
It is the law. I'm the law.
It is the way.
Mm-hmm.
Does Lens have macro set up?
Possibly, but they might not be attached to the character sheet.
Yeah,
They
I'm
might
gonna have
be,
to remember how to do all this biz.
just roll a d20.
Yeah.
What's she doing? Gonna shoot, is she?
Yeah, shoot at the bottom goblin.
You can't
Goliath.
see the goblins.
Can't see the goblins.
Which,
Oh well.
which goblin are you shooting at, sorry? Okay, for the 5th time, they are behind battlements. I'm leaving them on the map because you know they are there, but there is rock between you and them.
Well, sorry, I fell asleep for that bit.
All 4 times?
Yes.
Big Grail, guess what I'm going to ask to do?
The next person
have
that
a range
asks that suffers 1d100 damage.
That's kind of tempting.
It could be a
Yes.
1.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially for Lenza. Can I hit the Titan?
The Goliath.
Yeah.
If you roll well enough, yes.
Well, that's to be seen, to be determined.
What's her Thaco? That's good enough.
Yeah.
Maybe if I hit /roll
Oh yes, you only rolled
first.
20.
I just typed in 20. That would be good.
Yes, that's kind of cheap. So what's her Thaco?
I don't know. I'm looking it up.
Oh,
I think it's 17. I could be wrong.
18.
Okay, so
Ooh.
you're hitting their armor class of 5 at the moment. Her dexterity modifier will mean that is a hit.
-2. Yeah.
Roll
I
some
think she-
damage.
Weapon.
Okay.
She does 1d8 damage with her bow.
Is it not magical?
I don't know.
Pretty sure it is.
Probably not.
Let's have a look.
+1 longbow.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. +1 to hit and +1 to damage then.
It might
So
make you
6 damage then. Alright. Okay. After Lenza, it will be Keridwen.
Oh, Caradwin's going to cast a spell.
What spell is she casting?
Levitate. She's casting Levitate.
Okay. It will then be Shiro.
Shiro is going to step to here and dodge.
It will then be Jaquan.
yep.
Are you forgetting Harry?
Good point. Boss! Boss! I want to die, boss!
It will then be Hypatia.
Who's looking after Lenza's archers?
You are.
No, I'm
Oh
not.
no, Zhang is. Zhang is.
Zhang's got it.
I've got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he shot before. What are you doing,
I
Hypatia?
forgot to target the guy.
Yeah, I'm
there.
thinking. I guess I'll get ready to face paint. Is there any difficult terrain up here?
Yes.
Yep.
All the rocks.
Okay. All right. Actually selected. Yes. 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna pull out a pistol.
Okay.
And turn.
Sean.
We'll shoot the Gorillaroid.
Yes.
Range 1. It's more than 70 feet. Is there penalties to hit him? Is he hidden?
No, he's big. He's standing out in the open trying to throw rocks at you.
Oh, it's just there's a bit of
There is a bit of shadow. But
shadow on him.
But yeah, it's on his backside.
Mm-hmm.
I think I hit him, but didn't do much.
You did. You pinked him a bit. Alright. There you go. Alright. These guys are going to reload. These guys up here will move. This guy is going to step out. He's going to throw a rock. Who's shooting him? He doesn't like getting shot. Lenza shot him. How far away? Ooh. 75 feet. It's long range. He's going to piff a rock at Lenza because Lenza heard him.
Duck.
Oops. Yep. Yep.
Ugh.
Ow.
Lucky that wasn't against you, Hypatia.
Yeah.
Crunch. Alright,
Dang.
and then we'll go back onto the token layer. And I can remove some, oh, token GM layer. I can remove some thingies. Alright, while I'm doing that, it's going to be Zheng up first.
So once again, I'm gonna shoot an arrow at the Goliath. Ah,
Dang.
He wants to be back in Summerton drinking herbal teas.
apparently.
Yep.
I'm getting flashbacks to the first game. Alright. Let's see. Get Zhang is going to switch to his sling. And wait, no, that's all he can do. Okay.
Yeah, just get a sling out, get a bullet, and that'll be it. Alright, after Zheng, it'll be Lenza, who's wearing a rock for a face. You bet your sweet bibbity.
Nasty smart morning.
Taking one too many shovels to grill.
Mm-hmm.
What's Lenza doing? It's payback time.
I guess Lenza will shoot right back.
That is a miss.
Isn't it?
Caradwin will be up next. Oh, sorry, we didn't do her spell. She's levitating. Yes.
Yep.
Cool. What is she doing this round?
Caradwin.
Yes.
She is going to float up 20 feet.
Alright.
Can she see anything?
No, because these battlements are about 40 feet, remember?
Okay.
So
Then-
what we'll do is...
Oh,
we'll
I just meant like, does she see anything? over
sorry, I'll just
here?
put plus 20 in the red thing, so she's 20 feet
Oh,
up.
she sees these new goblins.
Yeah, they've been coming out for a while. Have
Oh,
you guys not-
right.
they've been out.
Oh,
for
I hadn't scrolled up
Ones?
that far on the map.
There.
These ones.
Yeah, they've been
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
around the corner for a while now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hadn't seen this before. All right, that's fine. And she's going to shoot the Goliath. I didn't make a macro for her. I'm an idiot. Oh, well, whatever. Nope, she misses.
She probably will. Alright, after Caradwin, it will be Shuru.
All right. Shoo is going to move to here and dodge. Oh, I'm amazing.
It
Woo.
will be Jaquan next.
Mm-hmm.
Harry,
Harry's happy.
it will then be Hypatia.
Right.
Harry, get in there. Yes, boss.
That guy's just dodging.
Hmm?
Just
That is medium range for your pistol.
It is. Yeah, why not? I'll take a shot.
Kabamo.
I really should have. I need to make a macro for this. I made a macro. I really haven't. Cool. They'll hit. I'm reading this right. AC 6, which probably isn't enough.
That is a miss, but it's loud. Gets his attention.
does the count wearing armor? Because if so, it's AC 5.
It does not count as wearing armor.
Interesting.
It likewise does not count as being unarmored.
Interesting. Well, I'll put that pistol away.
Sean is up.
Sean is going to cast Hold Person.
Okay. You know it will not affect the Goliath.
Which is why I'm aiming up here
Cool.
at those goblins.
All good. Okay. Vash.
I would like to start skirting around the rubble
Go for it.
because I'm not climbing through it. How far can I get through the rest of this rubble though?
You move 30 feet. If you move in a straight line, you can double move as long as you're not twisting and turning. Yep. Keep going. You can move a bit further if you wanted.
Okay. 4.
As long as you don't cross the difficult terrain, you can move up to double in a straight line as you leg it. Alright, bad guys. Alright, so this Goliath's quite happy at the moment. Or, well, when I say happy, he's taken a few pinpricks and he's bleeding a little bit and someone's fired a big smoky thing in his face, but he's got lots of rocks he can pick up and throw. So he's going to continue doing that. And he's going to throw it at the person with the big smoky thing. How close are you there? You are medium range. Alrighty. Attack, rock, medium range. That is a miss. Crunch. It was pretty. It was a bit of sandstone. It crumbled into dust as it was getting flung towards you. Alright. These guys around here will move. And this guy is going to throw an axe, is he? 45 feet? Nah, he'll probably hold off. Too far to throw an axe. Doesn't think he's that good. But over here, crossbow at the archer.
I forgot to do something on my turn. It won't take more than a few seconds.
Sure, what is it?
Hey Shiro, are we still being stealthy?
Okay, this is at the archer. 45 feet, which is point blank range. Armor class 10 will miss. Alright, let's do. He's going to try and do a sneak. It's going to be very hard for him. Alright, you still know this guy's here. Alright, actually I'll put him up. Since he had to stand it up, I'll put him on a token layer again. Alright, let's do another guy. At the same guy. How far is he away? He's point blank also. At the same archer. And he misses also. He's going to make another stealth, but he's currently hidden. And there's guns going off and stuff happening. No one's paying attention to the guys on the wall at the moment. He remains hidden. This guy. He's going to shoot at the same archer. Archers are more of a problem than guys with spears and swords. Right. Does he manage to take the archer out? He's at medium range though. This guy here, 3 damage. He's hurt, but he's not down.
Which one was that? Was that this guy?
This one here.
I can't see you pinging. You might be on DM.
No,
No.
I can see it.
I can see it. The bottom or
The guy 1 square up and 2 to the left of Shane.
Let's
Oh,
make
he's
a
not my guy.
no. Let's make a stealth check for him as well. It's going to be pretty hard for him to remain hidden, and he does not. So I'll leave him out there as well. And this guy up the top, he's going to shoot at Jaquan.
Oh.
You're 85 feet away. That is medium range.
Nope.
Not good enough. Does he manage to stay hidden? You guys saw him before. Oops. No, he stays. I'll put them back on a token layer for now. All right, that is the bad guys go. Did I do the Goliath this turn? I did. He threw a sandstone because it
I was going to
crumbled in the
say, was
dust.
it sandstone?
Yeah, it did 1 damage and kind of did nothing. Didn't even make it. All right, it will be Lenza up first.
Sean holds 2 of these goblins.
All right, they will make saves.
These 2 up here.
All right, that's fine. No,
Vash kisses them. You hold them.
I'm not there yet.
Oh, that little punk.
I told you they'd make saves.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
oh, that's just crap. The dice don't like us tonight, guys.
I don't know.
Dang.
You've been missed by a few attacks.
True.
Lenza's up.
Dear. How far away are those guys? I think Lens is just going to attack the Gorillaroid.
Bring it
Goliath,
down.
Goliath is quicker to see than Gorillaroid.
Which one is that one? Yeah, but
That is a miss. Caradwin.
Hey, Grail, something in the Discord for you.
Caradon floats up another 20 feet. So equal with the battlements. Can I see these guys now?
What's that, sorry?
So Caradon's now at 40 feet. Can she see these guys now?
Yes, they've got pretty decent cover though. Because they've still got. So that's the battlements, but they're still behind them.
That's okay. As long as she can see them, that's good. And she's going to shoot the Goliath then. Let me see if this works. Why? Okay, it doesn't. So I'll just roll a d20. Ooh, that's good. Take that, Goliath. And that's
I
deal.
refuse to let Caradon make a crit.
D8 plus 1.
Well, you said NPCs can't crit.
No, I said they can't.
Doppelganger
I
confirmed.
said PCs can't be crit.
I
The number of
it's more fun
times.
to hassle Craig.
All right, that's a big blow.
Ooh,
That takes a chunk out of it. Arrow strikes him in the neck. Goes into the fletching. Spray of blackish red blood. All right.
Got to hit it eventually.
If the Goliath's still awake at the end of this round, you know who he's throwing a rock at. The floating, annoying chick. Sean. Oh, it's not Sean, Shiro, sorry.
Right, Shiro is going to take this opportunity to move all of 5 feet and dodge. Yes. How exciting.
It will then be
This
Jaquan.
person's also going to move.
Yep.
There we go. Whoa. Jaquan, dude. Over eager much?
Jaquan smash.
That was 20 feet or less, was it?
Jaquan,
Yeah. Did you just run, did you? How far
Yeah.
did you move? Cool, okay.
40
Okay, cool.
for the 2 actions.
Mhm.
Technically, I clipped that and that, but I figured they were not occupying
No, it's fine.
enough that I was going to be able to get through.
Yep, that's fine. So, after Jaquan, it was Hypatia.
I will pull up my pistol, pull up my other pistol, and 5, 10, 15, 20.
Alright, and it'll be Sean next.
I'll move up to here. And then shoot. Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
15 damage.
15 damage.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think you
Mate.
might have killed Caradwin. That's a nice shot, right in the left nostril. Because clearly that's who you're firing at, right? Because Caradwin never crits, so that has to be the doppelganger.
Reach it.
Who are you firing at?
The
Blythe.
Goliath.
Yeah, I wanted to hear him use his right name.
Barry.
All right, he staggers back as another arrow strikes him. This one in the face, and he falls over. Vash.
I shall continue moving. Guess I can only move for 30 there.
You can run up to the difficult terrain at least. If
Run
you
up
want
to
to
it.
double.
Ooh, that's true.
You should double in straight
I
lines.
hate walking through rubble. I guess that'll do. Alright, and I'll have my crossbow man try and shoot this goblin scout at the very
He's still
bottom.
behind the battlement.
He can hold his
No.
fire if he wants.
Yep.
You can do a held
Oh,
action.
yes, I would like
So
to
if
do
you
that.
want to shoot them,
Yep.
like, yeah, pop your head up.
The counter sniper option.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what's that action called again?
It's just delay or ready in action.
Uh,
You can.
360 no scope.
It's just watching out for
Yep.
that little goer.
Yep, it's Zhang.
All right. So just to check, these ones are now no longer
You cannot see them.
hiding. Oh, I still can't see them.
You
Okay.
know that they are there. They are not making their
Yeah.
stealth checks. You know that there is one up there that is making its stealth check, but those two
Okay.
aren't making it. But there is a battlement between you and them. They are behind the parapet.
Okay. So stealth check is just to, if we can see their movement.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you know that they're there, they might kind of move around
Okay.
a little bit.
In that case, oh, that's rubble. Bugger. All right. First archer is just gonna move up a bit, and then get stuck by some rocks. This guy, he's gonna
That's you.
guess.
This
Zhang
guy.
is going to zoom up to here.
Whee!
Would you have preferred, Aaron?
And the
if
other
you'd
archer?
said this one?
Yeah.
All right, that's myself. Oh, that's Zhang and the archer all done.
All right, so it's the bad guys.
Second archer.
All right, so the bad guys can remove their reload tokens or icons. Dunk. 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 GM overlay. Dunk. Alright. However, from the GM overlay, let me these two have moved into position. And they're going to shoot at, if I put myself here, this guy. Down the bottom, the archer.
Mhm.
Alright, crossbow. Eight points of damage.
Pretty sure he's dead. I mean, I don't know who he is, but whoever is controlling the archer.
This one,
Probably
No,
not
this
Nope, the one
happy.
down the bottom is
actually, who is controlling that one?
It should be you.
he's
Oh, that's
dead
fine.
anyway.
He's dead.
Okay.
Problem solved.
Could
Mhm.
have been.
Let me make for this guy here his sneak check. And no one was expecting the Spanish Inquisition, so it's going to be, and he's killed basically the only guy who had a chance of spotting him. Does he make his stealth check? Nope. Keridwen spots him. And this guy here, if I go back to the token layer, this crossbowman here is going to get shot as well. Armor class 5 for 6 damage. What's his armor class? Armor class 6 and 5. He got right
No.
numbers.
His AC's 3 for Keridwen. Oh, you were talking about the Merc. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh no. It's poor Cyril.
No. He was
Yeah.
ready and attack too.
Yeah. This is why the archers should not be near the wall, but that's fine.
Does he make his
Does he make his held
Stealth.
action?
no, because he was looking for one guy in particular.
Okay.
Let's just see if this guy makes his stealth. The arrow came from somewhere down the bottom, though.
Ah.
So somewhere towards where that other one has appeared. Down here. Alright, up the top here. This guy's going to stab you from there with a spear. Jaquan,
Mhm.
you're going to die. It's going to roll natural 1.
Oh.
And
Come into my house.
he thrusts his body upon your rancer.
Yeah.
But just one of the
No.
little side bits. Ow.
These guys here, however, saw that the Goliath was slain, and they are going to make a rattled morale check.
A wisdom check?
Well, he is.
Yep.
Ooh.
And this other one is going to also make a rattled morale check. And he is also going to... They are broken. Alright, let me just put on them white flag.
Ooh, listening to some Dido like it.
Alright. That's it. That's the bad guy's turn.
Nice.
Keridwen will be up first.
Keridwen's going to shoot one of the goblins. I'm going to say this one, because it's the closest.
Okay. It's also the injured one.
Natural 1. Excellent. I'll take a point of damage.
She will.
Hey. Ew.
Okay. It'll be Shiro.
All right.
Also, actually, should make some morale checks for these guys on the wall as well, who are close to the Goliath.
Cher's going to say, get into the cover of the building. 2.
No, they're good.
That's all Cher can move. Yep, that's speed. We're into speed.
Jaquan. You know, it's not very nice picking on people smaller than you.
I mean, I didn't pick on him. I rancered on him.
I'm just going to move him over here so I can actually get to that and put him back. It was off the side of the map. Alright.
And then I'm going to walk through his corpse on my way to do some more murder.
Sure. It will then be Hypatia.
Should've
Okay.
been called Casa.
Can I move my my swordsman because I completely forgot about him. So he's supposed to go 5, 15, 20.
Harry's going to move back there.
And I guess I'll keep wandering towards the breach.
Cool.
Yep, that's me.
All right. Then it'll be Sean.
I can't hit any of the guys on the walls.
They are behind battlements,
Okay.
but you can do what the unfortunate crossbowman was doing. You can ready an action so that when they pop up to shoot, you can pop one.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna pop up to shoot this guy here.
Okay. Then Varsh.
Be back in a minute.
So is readying an action takes the whole turn?
It does. Because you're
Uh,
basically sitting there waiting.
They should be popping up this turn. Maybe.
Yeah, I think I shall ready an action against ready a javelin against this scout on top.
It'll then be Zhang.
So this archer's gonna ready an action, and Zhang will continue to dash forward.
Cool.
I'll go there, yeah.
And Lenza. And the archer, I assume, down here is readying an action. Which guy is he readying an action to shoot?
He will shoot the one that is
Right there.
right there.
Cool. Alright, so Lenza.
Lenza will move to here and ready in action to shoot the guy at the very bottom.
Cannot move if readying an action.
Oh, well, then Lenza will stay where she is and try to shoot this guy.
So they will pop up, actually. I didn't put on him his reload. Right. So this guy up the top here is going to pop up, and Varsh had ready action against him with a javelin.
Here we go.
Where is
Shit.
Varsh? There. 75 feet. That
Yeah,
is.
that's medium range.
Yep. You're going to have -2 because of the battlements,
Oh, okay.
but that will still be enough to kill it. Right, he pops up with
Nice.
the crossbow, aiming at Jaquan, and the javelin piffs him in the side of the head. Dunk. That's the last thing he was expecting. Right, down here, this guy's going to pop up. Who had the ready action against him?
That was Sean.
Okay, -2 because of the battlement.
That's within 70 feet, is it?
Well, you can measure.
Well,
It is 70 feet. Yes.
I was getting my measuring reticule out, but you guys are faster, so. -2, you say?
That will miss.
Oh.
He's going to shoot the archer.
Who tried to shoot him?
No, down here.
Ah.
They're going for the
One
closer
who's waiting
guys.
for the next guy.
They've been taking out the range guys and the guys that are close, if they can, because that's point blank with the crossbow. All right. Attack with the crossbow, close, and point blank. He will miss though,
Oh, very nice.
and he'll start reloading next round. Right. The guy that's hidden, but you guys are all seeming to be paying attention up there now. So his chance of being spotted have just increased dramatically, but he's still going to try and shoot that same dude. He misses. Does he make his stealth? It's going to be hard now. There's a bit of a hue and cry on. Right, so you can see him now. Well, you know he's there. He's been spotted. This guy down here was it? Who had the ready action against him? Was it Lenza?
That's
It
me.
was the archer.
The archer, go for it.
My bot. So medium range.
That should probably be close range, I would have thought.
Yeah, it's close range. It's still
Oh,
going to
close
miss.
now. Yeah.
Right, he's going to cop a crossbow bolt back. Armor class 5 for 8 damage. Thunk, the archer.
I'm sure that kills him.
Does he make his
Death
saving
save?
for? Yep, I've been doing death saves for them. He makes it, but he's on.
Oh,
But he is on -3 hit points. Alright, and he is in trouble. Alright. Meanwhile. Alright. It is a new round, but we can leave it there if you want. It's 12,
Yes, please.
12:30.
I won't say no to that.
Fine.
Very good.
Spirit is tired, and the flesh is also tired and bruised and spongy.
I understand.
You
Some
lost.
people have to do stuff tomorrow.
You lost a bunch of
Most
mercenaries,
people are
though.
not. I didn't lose any mercenaries.
I was going to say, we didn't lose them.
I
We
know.
ablated them.
All right. Can I have people vote for the MVP, please?
I said it before.
The Shrub Whisperer.
Yep. That's why I publicly posted it. There didn't seem a lot of point.
All right. I've got 4 votes so far. I need 2 more. All right. I need 1 more. All right. So Zhang gets it.
oh, thank you.
All right. And runner-up is... It's going to be Vash.
Nice.
Hey, the kill count.
Vash, do you wish to have XP or a minor blessing?
I feel like all the minor blessings I have been rubbish. So I'll just take the XP.
Love it.
Hey, Sean got a +1 magic sword, which he gave to you
Amazing.
from a minor blessing.
So you're doing it right. Not only are you getting the magical weapon, but you're also getting XP. Nailing it.
Oh, yeah.
100.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you for that.
Thank you. Another
Thanks, everyone.
excellent session.
Mhm.
See you at a fortnight.
In a week, when
In
we're
a
back
week.
I
on,
know.
when we're back on our normal session.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Cool. All right.
Excellent.
See
Nice.
ya.
Thanks, guys.
Good
See you
night,
later.
everyone.
See ya.
All right. Catch you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.